Gibson, lovely to see you. I see the crew is hopping on. All right, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin. We're going to be looking at market charts. We're going to be looking at Ethereum. We're going to be looking at altcoins. You can see my energy is hot. We are in the game. We are here to stay. Let's get going. Good evening, Mr. Gabriel. Welcome back. Ika second in the building. Let's go, Jonathan. Beautiful, lovely to have you, brother. Mr. Toomey in the building. What is up? I see my whole crew is here. All right, no time to waste. Gencard, Gabriel, lovely to have you. Okay, everything is working, right? Everything is working. We do, of course, need some background tunes. Let me quickly hook them up. Bandito, if you are watching on Twitter, please come through to YouTube, brother, because that's where the heat is at. That's where our giveaways are going to be. And you know what? I need you all to smash the like button for me right now, because let's smash that 50 likes, right? Let's do a giveaway. That's how you help me. That's how you push the algorithm. And that's, of course, when I will be able to give back to the crew. All right, I'm quickly bringing up some tunes for us. Please confirm for me if you can hear the tunes, if they are at a good volume. Should be good to hear, right? Should be good to go. Everything is fine. Mr. Crypto Kunta in the building. What up, my G? Alright, so Crypto Kunta, drop for me your YouTube channel link so that we can visit it shortly and get everybody to head there and subscribe. Crypto Kunta is one of my brothers in this influencer game that we call being a crypto KOL, and one of the most genuine, beautiful, and let me say good looking influencers I've had the actual privilege of meeting. And let me not dox you, but also sister, brothers to a sister of one of our biggest South African affiliates, and also one of my favorite people. Alright, Mikey, let's go. Lovely to see everybody here. Look at this crew in the building. Jess, welcome. Beautiful stuff. 254. Well connected. Let's go. What is 254? Bitcoin support levels below are worth watching. Beautiful. All right, let's get straight into it. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Absolutely awesome to have you all here. If you are watching from Twitter, please come through to the YouTube. Let me turn on the beats on my side, but they should be the perfect volume for you right now. Let me know if they are too loud or too soft, but no more time to waste. Get into the charts, y'all. Alright, I got a lot that I want to go through today. Carabo, welcome. Alright, I'm glad you joined here. So let me know if y'all want to give away. Do y'all want to give away today? And I'll hook it up just now. It's been a busy day, so I haven't made the giveaway yet. But let me know and I'll hook up the giveaway. Basically, let me bring up the banner. If we can smash the 50 likes, right, I will drop the password for the giveaway in my trading academy. Let's get straight into the charts, and then we'll talk a little bit of nonsense. But you know what? Not much time to waste today. Please confirm if you can see my charts. Gabriel wants to give away. Beautiful. We'll do it, brothers and sisters. Kingsley, nice stuff. All right, let's get going. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. All right, as you can see, I have the 1 day time frame open in front of me. And I've got a few things here that I want everybody to actually draw onto their charts with me, right? Don't just listen along and watch. The best way for you to learn is to actually open up your trading view and analyze along with me, charts along with me. If you need a trading view subscription, please do use my link for the discount. It should be in the description, and TradingView is the one. You can see here that I also, of course, use my Bybit for charting. We're going to speak about these EMAs today, and I mean, some of the charts on Bybit, some of the indicators are actually free that aren't free on TradingView, but some of the time your cash will get cleared on Bybit, right? On TradingView, you can have TA. I can show you charts of mine with TA from 10 years ago, and there are very few software providers that will give you such a beautiful history. You can be sure that if you save your history here on these charts, they will be there forever, and that is awesome. All right, so what I want to look at first is, of course, what most of the influencers are looking at right now, and the idea of a possible daily bull flag. All right, let's start off with a little bit of positivity, with a little bit of hopium, and let's just draw in this possible bull flag scenario. I'm not saying that this will play out, but there are actually a few levels of confluence that we are seeing within this bull flag which are looking pretty interesting. And this bull flag, we can actually start, in my opinion, from the bottom. It's easiest to actually take this very nice bottom support and resistance level and then try to bring it all the way up to the top. We can of course also see that this is a beautifully significant downward sloping channel on the daily, and this could be bullish, y'all. If we look at the breakout target for this bull flag, usually we take it from the start of the parabolic pole, what we call the pole, and conservative traders usually take it just to the start of the bull flag. But the beautiful thing is then we take it all the way to the top of the bull flag to extrapolate the technical price target onto price. And here we can see a beautiful 120k price target for the breakout of this bull flag. We can see that currently the support is holding us up. Alright, of course there's two ways that this can go. Bull flags do not always need to break to the upside. We can see that the past few bull flags have been absolutely awesome, and we're going to have a little bit of a talk about the previous range and how it differs from the current range, but we can see that there is some kind of similarity here. If we continue our bull market, if we continue our uptrend, we should receive some kind of absolutely beautiful impulse move out of the bull flag all the way up to our 120k price target. I also want to bring a little bit of confluence of this price target in through the use of our Fibonacci extension. We're going to be speaking about our golden pocket, which, as most of you know, is where I have my eagle eyes right now on the golden pocket on Bitcoin. We're going to talk about that, but let's first just drop in the extension so that we can see our significant confluence with the current bull flag target. And you know I love confluence. I want to see 5 things telling me the same thing, right? I don't want to see one thing telling me where we're going to go. As soon as we have 3 to 5 beautiful levels of confluence, that's when our trading strategy becomes a nice strong rope with all the different strands. We are currently analyzing Bitcoin, right? We always start with Bitcoin and we always zoom out. Lovely to have everybody here. Are you smashing the likes? Let's go. Please smash those likes for me. Everybody who's in the chat, let's get to that giveaway today. Alright, so simple as pie. We pull in the Fibonacci extension, previous market cycle bottom to previous market cycle top, all the way down to the pivot point. Right? We know this pivot point is extremely significant, not only because it was our bear market bottom, but of course because it was also our Fibonacci golden pocket of the previous Fibonacci retracement, right? From bull market bottom to bull market top. Then we have Fibonacci golden pocket, a little bit of a 0.786 fake out, and we have our beautiful current parabolic trend that has been 600% up on Bitcoin. Once we find our bottom pivot point, now we can draw in our Fibonacci extension, right? If you are not used to doing this, please go watch my Fibonacci tutorial inside my crypto trading tutorials playlist, and you'll see exactly how to do this. It is absolutely vital. Alright, so from here, now that we know that was a golden pocket, we can employ the golden pocket strategy, which is personally my favorite trading strategy, to always try to get your entries from a golden pocket, because this is where we see the most impulsion on the charts, right? You always want to be entering into a move where you are likely to not see stop loss. You want a high win rate opportunity so that you go straight into profits. You take gradual profits, you put your stop to break even. That is how we like to trade. All right. It reminds me of a very dirty song, what I just said. That is how we like to trade, y'all. Okay, so Fibonacci extension from previous cycle bottom to previous cycle top, all the way to the pivot point, which we knew was the golden pocket and the 0.786. What we can see here is extremely significant Fibonacci extension levels, 0.236, 0.382, this 0.5 level, of course, right in the middle. Then we have our golden pocket, where if it was going to be the end of that market, if it was going to be the end of the trend, that would have been it. But instead, Trump came on, he married Elon Musk, he made crypto great again, And you know what? He decided to actually mess up our market for a little bit. And here he comes in with this parabolic move out of the bull flag to create this other zone that we're going to talk about now. But most importantly, what we're seeing here are extremely significant Fibonacci extension levels. And do you see how we created basically right here, super important, we created a scene of the crime right here. I do believe it's the 1 level. Do you see how we slipped through this level like a thief in the night? Right, that was the scene of the crime. That was Dexter. That was the serial killer that's always gonna come back because his ego is too big, right? He wants to come back to the scene of the crime. What happened? I've been speaking about this for a very long time. Scene of the crime. If we break a significant resistance level without retesting it as support, we will visit it again. And what is pretty scary is that we see another scene of the crime right here, right? And I'm going to talk about just how confluent that one is and just why I think we might visit it. But first, let's just stick with the bullish scenario here. And we are seeing, of course, that our bull target outside of this bull flag is directly in confluence with our next Fibonacci extension level for the continuation of this bull trend, which is the 1.618. This is extremely bullish, and I do see this as a possible reaching point for this crypto market. That could also be a possible point for the end of the bull market. And we have to first figure out what is going to happen before then. Are we going to come back down to entertain these beautiful golden pocket levels that we're going to talk about now? Are we going to go straight up, break out, then come down? Anything can happen in this crypto market, right? We don't want to predict the charts. We want to find some scenarios, and then we want to make sure that we are ready for any eventuality when we get to the zones on our charts that we have identified as being significant. And what we can see here, which is another little bit of bullish hopium, and I will give my personal, I don't want to do predictions, but honestly, I do believe that this could very likely be the top of our current bullish trend. If we look historically at how Bitcoin has moved between market cycles, that does look to me like where we should go to. If we look at previous Fibonacci extensions, it is the 2.618 level that we have reached before entering into bear markets. We can go back in time and look at all of our Fibonacci extensions. It is a beautiful level to look at on your charts. I think that could be the end of this parabolic curve before we enter into a bear market, basically back down to this level here. What happens here could be absolutely gnarly. This is one of the most violent, most manipulated bull markets we have ever seen. We have never really seen this much blood on altcoins during a Bitcoin bull market. All right, so I hope everyone's with me with this little bit of hopium on the bull flag up to the 1.618 level, and then possibly even a beautiful scenario is to come back down to this level to earth and then pick up steam to come back up to our bull market top. If we look at this kind of a movement, that does look kind of doable, and it is one of my personal scenarios that I'm looking at. All right, beautiful. I feel like we're doing well for time here. Let's move. Let me know in the chat if you are following, if everything is still good in terms of sound, etc., etc. All right, so now that we've looked at some beautiful bullish, what we call hopium for the masses, right? We all like to smoke hopium in our hopium dens and just believe that Bitcoin is going to 250K this cycle. But we have to be realistic. And if we are going to 180, if we are going to 200, we can smoke the hopium, right? As long as you're not smoking anything else, you can smoke the hopium. But you also need to say, okay, where is my ultimate entry? And how do we go about doing that? Of course, we need to manage our entries. Of course, we need to understand dollar cost averaging. All right, so what I want to do from here is I want to be a little bit of an OG, right? This is how you become an OG, and that's what I'm trying to be. If you want to be an OG, if you want to be like me, I want to be an OG, then you go out to the weekly, right? We zoom out to the weekly, to the monthly, and we have a look what's happening so that we can gain perspective on life, right? Because you know what? You can get caught in the moment. You can get caught in the noise. This is analysis paralysis. Can you see how clean my chart is? I'm on an empty chart so that nothing is getting to me. There's nothing telling me what's going on here other than the monthly candles. And candles are actually the best way of reading the charts, right? Candles are the language of the charts. They tell us the narrative. They literally can tell us exactly where we are going. And this is a story right here on the monthly. We can see here, beautiful. Thor dropped his hammer right there. Boom, into, wow. I could call this 3 white soldiers, but actually it just looks like 2 soldiers and then an absolute Goliath. Right, then we see the monthly shooting star. Does everybody see that? Monthly shooting star literally brought down our trend. There was a little bit extra FOMO into the trend right there, but we do have the shooting star that pushed us down. We then got our bearish engulfing, and please be very aware of this bearish engulfing, right? This is not a good sign. A bearish engulfing candle like this can cause further downtrend. Right, do you see how if we zoom in here, do you see how this candle was bigger than this candle? This is what we call a bearish engulfing candle. And can you see, even from the bottom of that candle, the significant wreckage that it caused all the way down 19%? We are seeing something similar with much more of a bearish engulf. We're also seeing something here which is not particularly bullish. Right, this kind of doji can be major indecision, causing a continuation of blood. These monthly candles are one of the reasons that I am looking at lower levels on Bitcoin before we see higher levels. We might even go back and potentially hit the 100K before we even come to see these lower levels, and we're going to talk about it. Alright, so this may have been an inverted hammer. If you're not good at your candle reading, please go to Bybit learn all of the candle reading. Join us on a Tuesday in Bybit South Africa where we do candle reading. We now know most of the candles, thank you to those sessions. But if this was going to be an inverted hammer, which is actually a bullish symbol at support, which can act as a continuation, we would have needed to see this support being held. And what happened? We got the bearish engulfing, and we are now in a doji with 3 days left in the doji. This is not a good sign, right? If we go back on the charts on the monthly and we look for that kind of a doji, it can literally be a sign of the end of days, especially with such a small body. Alright, so from the monthly, I want to leave it there. I want to go to the weekly. Alright, thank you everybody for being here. Please do smash those likes. I see more viewers than likes, so smash it, smash it, smash it. And I will set up the giveaway shortly, and I'll start dropping the password. And please do join my trading academy. Let me know, is everybody here in my trading academy? I mean, we are boosting. We are boosting in the academy, and it makes me so happy. Alright, we're doing well. Okay, so some weekly candle reading now before we move forward. And keep that chat hot, y'all. I want to hear from you. Don't be lurkers. Okay, so the one little bit of bullish information that we are seeing here on the weekly time frame, which is giving me some kind of idea that maybe, you know what, maybe weekly we are going to see a little bit of movement up to test this line, to test our ultimate line over here, and maybe even entertain some crazy violence in these levels. Is our beautiful Harami candle pattern seems to be playing out. If you don't know what the Harami candle is, please go to the Bybit Learn. Maybe I should start some tutorials on candle patterns. Interesting idea. Maybe I'll start a tutorial with videos on each candle pattern. Let's go. I'm going to add it to my list. I will be starting a playlist for brand new beginners on how to use exchanges, how to open trades, how to close trades, how to use P2P, etc. So that's going to be exciting. But what I'm thinking here is to maybe make a playlist of candle patterns, right? You can never do everything, but let's go. We're going to try. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this is a beautiful textbook Harami, which is a very nice philosophical pattern, right? This is the death of the mother while she gives birth to the baby. It is the death of the previous trend, and the birth of the new trend. And until we see a proper bearish engulfing candle, we could very likely see a continuation of this trend. We are also seeing, very interestingly, a massive weekly hammer here, which could be a shooting star at resistance, or it could be a hammer at the support if we can claim it, right? So an extremely interesting scenario playing out with our candles at the moment. And what we can see here, super interesting, right? Whenever you see a massive candle, please be aware of that candle bottom. I mean, when you see a massive wick on a candle. So every single massive wick that we've seen, and I'm looking at this wick back up here on the weekly, because we are going to fill that level. Whether it's in 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, we are going to fill that level. Do you see how this massive wick basically created this trading range for us? And what did we do? We came directly down to fill the bottom of that range. Absolutely awesome. And candle reading on the weekly, I do believe, is just the ultimate. I mean, look at that shooting star straight into the bear trend. So cool. Look at that inverted hammer at support straight into the uptrend. You can't get better than candle reading on the weekly. Really love it. How much have I missed? No, you're all good. You can always recap. We've done a little bit of hopium, and now we're getting into it. All right, please do start. Awesome. I will do the candle reading tutorials. That sounds like fun. I love candles. And you know what? I love making videos. All right, let's move. So from now, I'm going to go back to the daily. A lot of people ask me which is my favorite time frame. Basically, the daily is my favorite time frame to analyze, and then the 4-hour is my favorite time frame to trade. All right, so I'm going to go through my notes here. I've got very specific things that I want to bring to the crew that I've seen on my charts today. And thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you haven't smashed the like, smash it so we can do a giveaway, right? We'll smith those likes. We're doing really well. Okay, so this is an interesting one. This is like do or die time. I'm gonna go to my Bybit chart because this is where I like to see my moving averages. All right, the next tutorial that I'm going to drop is a moving average tutorial. So keep your eyes out. I'm gonna talk about moving averages now, but actually I just want to remind the crew of a brand new giveaway. I have just dropped a brand new video. So make sure for me that you smash the likes, and what we're gonna do is we're going to do a giveaway for the best question. It was really awesome in the RSI tutorial, and I'm actually gonna go through the questions on the RSI tutorial because it was really awesome. But make sure, I'm actually gonna drop the link right now. This is the video for our next giveaway. All right, it is brand new. You can see I've just dropped it. So please, everybody smash the likes for me and watch through that entire video. Drop for me your questions into the chat of the video, and we will answer them in this live stream environment. I have just dropped the link to the video right here. And you know what? Just help me push the algorithm. Like the video, comment, let it play through, etc. And make sure you get all of that info. And make sure you enter the giveaway for best question. I'm so proud of the winners for RSI. We're going to go through those questions shortly. I was going to give 1 prize. I ended up giving 3 prizes because I'm just so proud of those winners who won. The questions were brilliant. The turnout in the voting poll was absolutely amazing. All right, and just very important learning, basically. Okay, so from here is what I want to look at is these actual moving averages. Let me see if I can make this much bigger. All right, there we go. This is my Bybit chart with our moving averages. And these are our 50 and 200-day moving average. If you really want a super good breakdown on this, go to my previous live stream and go to the chapters and have a look where I did the moving averages tutorial. You can also wait until probably Monday or Tuesday, and I will be dropping the snipped up version of the tutorial. Most of you know my editor absolutely kills it in making the tutorials really easy to understand. But basically what we are looking at here are what we call golden and death crosses. These are the famous, or should I say the infamous, trend defining crosses. So we have our 50-day moving average. We also have our 200-day moving average. All right, the shorter moving average is the 50. The longer moving average is the 200. And when they cross, these are very significant indicators for us of further dump. When they cross to the upside, a very nice significant indication of further pump. And they are a little bit lagging, as you can see, but they are really market cycle changing kind of indications. So what we can see here is that when the death cross came in right over here, price was somewhere over here at 43. Even if you sold at the death cross, you could have then bought back Bitcoin at the golden cross. Do you see at 22,000? If you just sold on the actual cross, you could have bought back 47% lower, which is brilliant, right? And I'm not saying sell all your Bitcoin, but if you sold 25% of your Bitcoin at 43,000, you could have then bought back 25% of your Bitcoin at 47,000. I mean, 22,000, which would have been 47% more Bitcoin for you. Is everybody with me? And what we can see here is, of course, that if you did buy your 25% or whatever you sold, if you did buy it back there, then that was the start of this parabolic 600% uptick. And what's so important about this now is I want to go through basically the narrative that has occurred here on this upward sloping market trend, right? This is our current bear market since this first golden cross. And actually, there's something a little bit more important. During the moving average tutorial, I do talk about how these obviously act as support and resistance. Right? We can see here that the longer moving average, the 200 moving average, acts as very strong support and it acts as very strong resistance. And if you were to go one step further and you saw that the death cross was printing, instead of just selling at the death cross when price was here, you could have waited for the retest of the 200-day moving average as resistance and sold your Bitcoin right there, which would have gotten you a higher selling point all the way up at almost 50K. And then we see the exact same thing after the bullish, what we call the golden cross, right? We see if you monitored the charts here and bought some of your Bitcoin back, of course, and then waited with some of it to actually buy it back at the flip of that resistance into support, of course, that's where you would have got a very, very nice entry on your spot. And what's interesting here is what we have now seen 2 times after that first golden cross. We've seen a death cross, but then interestingly enough, that what was support, all right, over here, we got the 200 moving average as support. Then over here, we broke that support, but it did not hold as resistance. And this is what's so important right now. We see this again. After all of this massive move, we see it again. We see a death cross, but then we see that the 200-day moving average did not hold as resistance. We broke it. And we're going to enter into something quite violent now. As you can see, when the death crosses come in, of course, there's a huge amount of fear that roams through the markets. Crazy, crazy stuff. And here we can see, of course, once the golden cross prints, things just go absolutely nuts. And it took us a while to actually retest that support. And what's very interesting now on the charts is, as you can see, all right, the 50-day, the faster moving average is moving towards this slower moving average. This is what we call a golden cross squeeze, a death cross squeeze. It is the 50 over the 200. It is price squeezing between these 2 different points of support and resistance. And what's interesting here is we are not even coming up to that resistance. This is a major, major squeeze. We can see that the support is really, really struggling to hold us up. We keep dipping below it. And if we dip significantly below it for enough period of time, we will get what we call, of course, the death cross. And then it is all about whether that slower moving average, which will start to become flat, right? Whether that moving average will be tested as resistance. And a little trick here, a little pro strategy, is that when a moving average is at a slant, it's easy for price to slip through, right? When a moving average is at a slant, it's easy for price to slip through. When it is flat, it is more likely to act as support and resistance. So the flatter your moving averages are, the more likely they are to act as support and resistance. And here we can see that the two moving averages are coming to be very nice and flat, and this means that we actually could retest them properly as resistance and get that nice push down. So this is very important to note, because for the golden cross, for the death cross to take place, we need a big dump, and that's where this moving average will cross this one. Then we need to wait to see how bearish it is, to see if we come to retest and actually significantly claim that resistance to the downside. So it's a little bit confusing, but just very important to make sure you keep an eye on these, right? All pro traders throughout the world. Thank you, Ika, thank you so much. Yeah, this track is a banger. It's a little bit loud. Okay, all pro traders throughout the world will keep their eyes on these moving averages because they are straight up the most important. Alright, so I hope everybody's following there, and it's just something that I want you to keep your eyes on, because we can see that right now we're in for some serious volatility. And honestly, to me, this is looking kind of bullish. Alright, so if we just look at the previous two, and this could just be a death cross, this could be the top of our market, don't get me wrong. At any time, this could just be a death cross and we could lose this current trend, because we are 600% up. We are 500 to 600% up on Bitcoin from the bottom. So we could lose the trend at any point. But honestly, I think we are seeing something like this. Just like our previous cycle, and a lot of major analysts are calling this a mini bear market within an ongoing bull cycle, and this just makes so much sense to me. Look at this death cross. Move back up to test, but no, we make it back through, we print a golden cross. That's where we go to our 120, possibly 180k level. Is everyone with me? So if we get a mirror of basically what's happened once, twice, if this is the third time, we will get a death cross, we will get a dump, but then we will very soon also get the golden cross and a beautiful move to the upside and a continuation of our higher lows and higher highs. Boom! I hope everybody's following that analysis. It is one of the major scenarios that many of the larger institutional analysts are looking at, because that's what they trade. They trade the 50 over the 200. It is not new stuff. Alright, I believe we're doing well for time. Thank you so much everybody for sticking through. I see the concentration, absolutely beautiful. Please do smash those likes for me. Let me bring up this banner so everyone knows. We're gonna do a giveaway at 50 likes. I believe in the crew. Come on. We're almost halfway there. Share the stream, invite your friends. Let's get to that 50 likes. And you know what? I believe the crew wants a giveaway. So let me quickly make the giveaway right now. Give me literally 1 minute. Ooh, CRV RSI signals a trend shift. I love Bybit Trade GPT. It is so awesome. Okay, once again. Let me go giveaway. Create. Let's go. Alright, so you have to be under my link to claim this giveaway. There will also be a password, and this password I'm going to drop through this stream, so make sure you take note of each letter as I drop it. And then I will drop the last 2 letters into the academy once we hit 50, or if we hit 50 during the stream. Last time I left 1 letter out, and I saw that one user was actually able to guess that last letter and claim the giveaway. So congrats to your big brain. I salute you for whoever cracked that last letter in the code. Congratulations, that is really, really awesome. And yeah, we'll just do kind of a meager one, but if we break the 50 significantly, I will double the giveaway, right? If we hit the 100 or something like that, I will double the giveaway. Okay, I need to get my Google Authenticator. Please always use 2FA. Do not do anything, even all of your socials should have 2FA, right? 90% of hacks occur on accounts that do not have 2FA. That is your first step to safety. All right, saving the image, beautiful. And actually what I need now is the password. Oh, what a track. Okay, let's go. I'm quickly writing down the password. So the first letter in the password is a capital E. So just take note of it for when we smash that 50 likes. And I'm just writing down the whole password now. All right, beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Thank you everybody for being here. All right, so let's move through. I think we're doing quite well for time. All right, what I want to talk about now is this previous range and how it differs to our current range. So what we saw in our previous range was absolutely beautiful. A lot of us were trading this range and feeling very good about ourselves because we got so many beautiful longs, we got so many beautiful shorts. Market Cypher was consistently giving us bearish divergence, bullish divergence, bearish divergence, bullish divergence, bearish divergence, and then bullish divergence, bullish divergence, bullish divergence into the uptrend. All right, this was pre-Trump era. This was before Trump decided to come and F up our markets. What we are seeing now is something completely different and something that we haven't really seen. Are you serious? Oh, the whole password is Ica. Let me know who was the user who managed to crack the code with the last digit last time, because I want to give you a salute. I just thought that was clever. That was clever. All right, so I'll give you another insight, right? So I just dropped the fixed range volume profile tutorial, and let me actually drop that link again quickly in the chat. That is our next giveaway. I will be announcing it in my trading academy shortly also. But best question right here on this tutorial gets a USDT prize. And if we see as much fire as last time, we will also do the top 3 questions, y'all. All right, but I'm gonna drop in now the fixed range volume profile. And of course, doesn't just have to be questions. I want your input, right? I want to learn how to make my tutorials better. If there's anything that you think I can add to them. All right, fixed range volume profile. Please go watch the video to see how to draw in these fixed range volume profiles. And what I want to show you here is just how beautiful this was as an asset for us. We were literally getting market cipher divergences inside the value area high, telling us smash it short, baby. Then we got our bullish divergence inside the value area lows, smash it long, baby. Then we got the bearish divergence, and the hedge trading strategy just absolutely on fire. So basically you open your short here, you take gradual profits all the way down to the bottom, but you don't close the short. And then you take your long, you take gradual profits all the way up to the top, but you don't close the long. You add your gradual profits from the short back into the short, and then boom, you take gradual profits down to the long. You take your profits from the long over here, you add them back to the long there, you take profits from the short here, you add them back to the long there, and everything was just working beautifully. And it's almost like I wish Trump just didn't do anything that he did, right? But we can't change the fact that he did. He came in and he created this crazy parabolic up curve, and we have to see some blood for it. All right, nothing ever goes up and doesn't come down, as we have seen now. Basically, if we take our charts over here and then we click auto, it will fit the data to the screen, right, as it sees it. And here we can see how things were playing out really chill, really nicely, everything's working out, and then all of a sudden we get this. We get this crazy, violent, what we call violence on the charts, huge manipulation. All right, and what we can see here is basically all of the candles here on this chart. This is what crypto should look like. And then here, this is just absolutely nuts. And honestly, I feel for any newbies who have come in this cycle, because this is just manipulation, this is just retail, and this is just all of them getting wrecked, right? Everyone started to buy here because they said, oh, okay, if Bitcoin can hit 90K, fine, I'll finally buy Bitcoin. I'll finally listen to all of my geek friends who've been telling me to buy Bitcoin for 10 years. And then you know what happened to them? They made profits. And then they said, I'm going to buy more Bitcoin. I'm going to buy more Bitcoin. I'm going to buy more Bitcoin. Then they got wrecked. And then even some of them decided, you know what, I'm going to short Bitcoin here because it's going down. All of the newbies. And then they got wrecked on their shorts. They decided, I'm going to buy more Bitcoin. I'm going to buy more Bitcoin. And then everybody who was new to the market got absolutely destroyed. And this is just how evil the whales are, right? Trump has so much money that he can manipulate Bitcoin, especially because of his influence, right? It's not just his buys and his sells, but it's his influence too. And I just want to show you how different this range is to this range. And I do believe, again, things will chill out. But what we're seeing right now is an extremely big manipulation phase, manipulation zone. And in my opinion, and in the opinion of quite a few of my trader friends, this is a very strategic, structural shaking out of weak hands and retail traders, so that the millionaires and the billionaires who are only coming into the market here do not have to buy the top. Right? I do believe that the only reason we are seeing this much blood on altcoins is extremely strategic by the larger players, so that they can buy Athena at these low levels, so that they can buy Pol, Pepe, Uni, ARB, Aave, the best coins on the market at 50% down, not at all-time high. And let me know if anybody agrees with me there. So I just wanted to speak about that previous range. And you know what? If you've been trading in the last few months, give yourself a pat on the back, because ever since November when this happened, things have been messed up, right? Crypto has been the Wild West again, like the old days where things are violent, they're manipulated, and actually they're quite tragic. It's not a nice place to be. All right, so everybody go drop me. I want to see your comments right now, all right? Even if it's live on this stream, I want to see my notifications right now showing me that you're dropping comments on the video. So this video right now, I'll even drop it again, and you can watch it in full. You can let it play out even during the stream in another window. You can watch it afterwards, but I want to see these notifications coming through, right? Best question wins a prize. And let's push this algorithm. Let's get it out. Jonathan, that is in my trading academy. So very important. The giveaways all go down here in my trading academy. Jonathan, I believe you are in my trading academy, right? Everyone should be. Everyone should be, because the giveaways are only getting more and bigger as we grow, as we all grow together. All right. Okay, so what I want to show you something, what I want to show you here is quite interesting. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Give me 1 second. Wow, interesting. All right, I don't want to confuse the crew too much. So let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple. Tuffy's here. What's up? What's up, my brother? Thank you so much for joining. We have an OG. So you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's do some live trading. Tuffy, if you've got any high leverage calls for us, let's have some fun. Let's open some live trades. Let's make some moolah. Jared in the building. Late to the party. No stress, brother. Try to recap, because I've done some very nice basic analysis already in the chat. Let's see. All right, I'm yet to see the notifications, so come on. Drop for me your comments on this video right here, and the best question wins a bonus. Okay, so I want to show you basically the main thing that I'm eyeing on the charts right now, and most of you know about this. There are two major Fibonacci retracements that I want to actually get down. Which link is this? Which link? All right, no stress, no stress. There we go. Jess is still watching. Lovely stuff. Okay, so the first Fibonacci that I'm looking at is a little bit more zoomed in. And basically from our previous triple bullish divergence, from our previous range bottom that we were just analyzing, if we take a Fibonacci retracement up to our top, and we just draw it in all the way from the candle bodies on the daily from the bottom to the top, this is the major level that I'm looking at for basically our higher low within this uptrend, right? If we manage to actually be held up by this level and be ready for a little bit of a 0.786 fakie, be ready for a little bit of a wick down here, be careful with this position, do not overexpose yourself at any time. But honestly, I mean, many of you have seen me already drawing it in. I want you to all draw this zone in on your charts, because I do believe, in my opinion, this is actually right now probably the most significant level we could get a really nice OG trade from. And I want you to draw in a horizontal line right at the middle, at that 69,600. I want you to drop a horizontal line, and there are quite a few reasons why this range is so important. We can see our previous local top of the previous range, of course, will give us very nice support, and that is right at the top of our 0.618. We can also see that it is the scene of the crime that is sitting right there. It is basically resistance that was broken, that was never retested as support. That is what would have been healthy, like this upward sloping market structure. Instead, we got something unhealthy. We got a parabolic vertical uptrend. And here we can see that resistance line was tested. That is what the charts really like to do. And it feels to me like it's only a matter of time before we come down and we actually start to fill this golden pocket level before creating this beautiful move. Does everybody see that beautiful S-shaped curve? And just beware of the fakie down there. This could be the Elliott wave. Right, I'll do a video on Elliott wave soon, but I want everybody to be very aware of that. And if that does break down, if we actually put in a lower high, so here we can just say golden pocket. If we manage to break that zone, right, things are going to get bearish. Like I said, we can go into a bear market at any point. There is nothing saying that we have to reach those final Fibonacci extensions that we were just talking about. The only thing to actually prove that we are still in a bear market is if we make a higher low above this level. If we come down to actually prove that we are making a lower low, then we can start a downtrend and an actual bear market. And there is one very strong little zone here that I think can actually tell us if we are entering into a bear market, and that is the Fibonacci trend on the entire uptrend, our entire bull market. As you can see, when you use the Fibonacci trend retracement tool, you draw it in from the bottom, you draw it to the top. Watch my tutorial if you need to, but you can see that what it gives us is actually a trend line. It gives us a very straight trend line that you can actually draw in, and we can very clearly see that this is the exact trend line of this bull market. Right, we can see the price literally snaking up and below this trend, and here we can just see how overly bullish our market is because of how high we came above the trend. And what happens? The trend is your friend until the end. We came directly back down to the trend line of our entire bull market. You see how our bull market started out quite chilled. It got more intense, and then it got even more intense. And according to this, what we can see is that we are due for a nice snaking below this trend line, something like this. It just looks like it's on the cards. And then there is this beautiful, of course, the golden pocket down here. And I believe if we lose this golden pocket on our very nice looking uptrend, we will be coming down to visit this golden pocket here, and that will be the next place to get a nice long. And actually that would be a long within this new downtrend, right? Within the new bear market downtrend. So a lot of scenarios I'm throwing at you, but I hope everybody's following. I'm going to speed up a little bit I see we are already 50 minutes through the stream. So thank you everybody for bearing with me. So lovely to have the whole crew here. All right, I'm just going through everything. Okay, what's interesting here about this golden pocket is there is quite a lot of confluence. As I was saying, very often it is local tops, which will give us our support. Very nice to see. And here we can see a local top, which could come in and act as support. But one thing we can also see is if we go back to our larger Fibonacci extension and we draw in our extension, boom, once again from previous market cycle bottom to previous market cycle top to the golden pocket 0.786 fake out that we had at the pivot point. Have a look exactly what we are getting here at the bottom of the golden pocket. I hope everybody can see. I hope it's big enough on my screen. Look at this 0.786 level. Absolutely crazy. It is sitting here beautifully in this golden pocket zone right towards the 0.786 at the bottom of the golden pocket. It is the 0.786 in our Fibonacci. And what's so interesting here is that if the bull market was going to end, that was going to be the place, right? That is the place where obviously the retracements happen at the golden pocket to the downside. But no, we broke out. And as I said earlier, so recap if you missed it, but basically we have front run this 1.618. We've still got the hopium all the way up at 180k at the 2.618. But what's interesting to see is a few different levels of confluence. And what we also have is the support of our previous market top at this level. So we have local top going to flip into support here, scene of the crime. We have this whole golden pocket cluster, which is this range between our previous cycle top and our local top. Like, you could not get more. Like I say, nothing on these charts is a coincidence, right? But this is just lining up. We get local top, we get scene of the crime, we get start of the golden pocket. Then we get previous cycle top, and we get our beautiful retest of the 0.786 right at the bottom of the golden pocket. Everything is lining up for that trade. Can you imagine the blood that will happen on altcoins, right? If Bitcoin dominance, I'm going to talk a lot about Bitcoin dominance scenarios shortly, but if we continue our Bitcoin dominance trend upwards while Bitcoin is actually falling, altcoins are going to literally capitulate. Most people are going to sell what's left of their altcoins in the blood, as well as Bitcoin, and we will get a drastic move down. And this is where the whales are likely to pick it back up again. And as we can see, there is a very nice structure here. This looks good. That looks very good. And then one more thing here we can quickly draw on to give us some beautiful levels within that uptrend is a very nice parallel channel on these larger time frames. So let's leave in the golden pocket. We can see such beautiful confluence. I mean, smart money concept tells us literally order block right there, right? The previous support before the last impulsive move is the smart money concept order block. The amount of confluence here is getting ridiculous. And then what we can see here is, y'all know I love my parallel channels. All right, we can see an absolutely beautiful parallel channel right here. And this looks to me like the perfect opportunity for a fake out and then back into that channel. We would have to pull it out. Very nice. All right, let's start zooming in a little bit. I see Jonathan new to the stream. So basically I will be dropping the full password throughout the stream. And then when this video hits 50 likes, I will drop the QR code into the community. And that's where you have to be fastest fingers first. So I'll drop the next part of the code now. It is a capital X. Mr. Q Ruben, What's up? Lovely to have you, Mr. Kiruba Naika, our man in KZN. How is it going, brother? Big ups to you. I've been missing your vibe so much. It feels like ages since we've had a catch up. Awesome, Jared. So glad to have you here, bro. And let me know how you're doing. I know you've had some time off the charts. And honestly, that can be one of the best things at this time. After we were just talking about how violent and manipulated this whole section has been. So sometimes it's better. Oh, lovely to hear, Kiru. So nice to have you. Thank you for joining. Please let us know some of your OG outlook on the charts. All right, I think it's time to... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the BTC-D scenarios. So just remind me, I'm going to save those BTC-D scenarios for when we look at market charts. And we spoke about the fixed range profiles. So please, I'm going to just do a little bit more fixed range volume profile. But please make sure that you watch the video, right, that I just dropped on fixed range volume profiles. And let's see who's dropping comments. Let's go. Gabriel dropped your comment. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So please, even during the stream, drop for me your comments. I'm going to go through all of the questions from the previous RSI. And congratulations to those winners. Awesome, awesome stuff. All right, so we went through the fixed range volume profile here, just how profitable it was. And what's very important now is to keep in mind this fixed range volume profile right here. And I always tend to drop mine in kind of from this little U shape before the start of this. And this is actually what I'm seeing is the range. I'm seeing this support and resistance flip as being the bottom of our new range. And all we do is we take the fixed range volume profile, we drop it in from this little U shape here, all the way up to the top above all price and to the right of all price. And here we can see that any textbook traders who decided to be magnifique, beautiful textbook traders and open their longs in the value area low, well done, because you managed to smash, even if you just took it from the value area low, you managed to smash a beautiful 14% up there on spot. And from here, a beautiful 7% up on spot. And it looks like we are getting another opportunity to create a long position here on Bitcoin. But just be very aware that the size of this value area low is very big. And most of the volume, most of the volume is all the way down here. We can see, I hope everybody will enjoy the tutorial. I went through all of this, but basically we can see the major support and resistance levels by just dropping your horizontal line at the spikes, and we can see that they are pretty meager, right? They are pretty meager until we get down to this level right here, around about 67,000. That looks like to me where I will put my entry within the golden pocket, given that this is the most value traded, right? This is the level where the most volume has been traded within our larger value area low of this current range between 60,000 and 109,000. It's a crazy range, but you just have to remember that the value area low is big. And yes, you start your positions here, and yes, you take profits if you go to the moon, but you have to be ready to manage these positions all the way down to the value area low. Do I see Mr. Chris, Mr. Bitcoin Advisors? What's up? What's up? It's been way too long since one of our private sessions. I'm having withdrawals. Let me know how your trading is going and what you're doing on the charts. Let me know what you're trading. Let me know your positions. Let's talk about them, and everybody give a huge welcome to one of my favorite people out there in Los Angeles. Lovely to have you, brother. And I saw your comment. I saw that you liked the fixed range volume profile tutorial that I just dropped. Honestly, I think it's my favorite tutorial that I have dropped so far. I just love being in that rainy forest in the intro. It just feels so me, and I feel like the flow is good. I feel like I'm finally getting into a flow with my tutorials. But very important, right? We see how this value area high is so small, and we see how if you just followed this, you would have been so golden, right? You see, if you take a short position from the value area high and you make sure that your stop loss is above this position, you would have had, such a beautiful short here. then you would have had, obviously, I say you take major profits at the POC, then you would have had another opportunity to put in your short. Stop loss above the value area high, no stop losses hit. This short would currently be in this beautiful, beautiful. Let's see, even if you enter directly from the value area low, short, value area high, short is currently 18% in profit right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful trading strategy. And of course, you look for confluence with your RSI, with your bearish divergences, etc. up at the top. But absolutely beautiful how we can see it playing out here, and already the longs. So something pretty crazy to be aware of is that if you're longing the bottom here, you have to be ready for a huge stop loss area, which technically can be okay if you are bringing your take profit all the way up to, you know, either that bull flag target. That's still not even giving you a good enough risk to reward ratio, which is one of the reasons why I'm waiting for my longs at the golden pocket. Of course, if you're looking at the Fibonacci extension all the way up at what, 170, 180, then you've got a nice risk to reward ratio of 1 to 4, and that's more like a portfolio margin trade, and that's more like the kind of leverage that you can manage down in this entire level. So if you are opening a 2x to a 5x trade here, you start your margins small, so that if we do go to the moon from here, hallelujah, and you make profits. But if we go into the deep blood down to the bottom of that golden pocket, you need to be able to add to your trade, add to your trade, add to your trade, and then as you're coming up, you take profits by increasing your leverage as you go to the moon and make more and more profits. All right, so be aware of this large value area low, and just another reason why I'm thinking this beautiful lower part of the golden pocket is really where I'm going to be seeking my longs. Because then even to value area high, we get a very nice risk to reward ratio. If we just take our stop loss below the value area low volume, then we get our 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. That is looking nice. All right, is everybody following? Thank you so much everybody for being here with me on a Friday night. I know y'all want to be cutting shapes on the dance floor. I know y'all want to be smooching each other in the club, but you know what? This is where you're going to make your money. When everybody else is drinking and partying and we're here on the charts, we're going to be the ones banking, right? And flying all over the world. You don't need alcohol and you don't need clubs. As long as you're touching grass, life is good. All right, is everybody following? Let's move, let's move. From here, I want to go into the 4 hour. Finally, it seems like we've spent ages on the weekly, the monthly, and the daily, but you know what? That is where we do our major analyses. We need the perspective before we can just smash into the 4 hour. You get me? You get me? I'd rather be here, bro. I'm so happy to finally have grown up, right? Where you realize that there ain't nothing for us in the clubs. Following, let's go. Everybody's here. All right, smashing the shorts. Let me know. Mr. Chris, what shorts are you in? Let me know what your levels are, what your strategy is. How is the strategy going? I know you've been trading my strategies. Crypto pros don't go clubbing in lows like this. True. But you know what? For a lot of us, this ain't lows, bro. This ain't lows. We are still very high up on most of our buys. I mean, most of our Bitcoin has been bought dollar cost average in this range. So even most of our worst buys are still actually in 27% profit. And some of our best buys of the previous market are still in 400% profit. So all is good if you DCA and chill. It's crazy. My DCA bots are still in profit. Cardano killing it. XRP killing it. Yeah, no shapes on the dance floors. Only lines on the charts. No lines in the clubs. Love it, bro. The only lines we need to sniff are those trend lines on the charts. All right, it's time for the 4 hour. I've just got a couple of things I want to look at here on the 4 hour. And if you are zooming out, if you are a newbie, awesome. I'm going to do a little bit more pro stuff here. I know I've got some pros in the chat, but please be careful, y'all. Stick to the daily, stick to the weekly for now. Keep it chilled and just listen. The more you can hear, the more you can let this information flow through you, the sooner you can become a scalper. It's like everybody wants to be a scalper, right? You have to start out with chill trades. You have to. Okay, so the first thing to be aware of is of course the 4-hour market structure. We can see that on this time frame, ever since our all-time high at 109,000, we have been persistently making these lower lows and lower highs, right? Here we get a low, here we get a lower low, here we have lower high, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then this was threatening. It was threatening the market structure change, but then boom, no, lower low and lower highs. So of course what we do then when we see market structure giving us these beautiful levels is we first go in and we draw our initial parallel channel. And the main thing, maybe for the newbies, the easier way to show you this is to start your parallel channel from right here, where we first established this resistance and then changed it into support, right? Resistance flips into support, and then you can go and you can actually draw the bottom of this 4-hour channel. And what I would do is actually I would bring it all the way down to our current major support. And then the top of the channel is where it really gets interesting. And a few of you were in my live stream today where I was speaking about this extreme resistance. So I often speak about a sniper line. And the reason why I'm feeling so good in the blood is first of all, obviously because I'm risk managed, right? All of my trades on copy trading are on a 2x. If there were anything else, if there were anything above 5x, we would have been wrecked. But luckily our 2x trades are fine. We're adding to them. We're bringing our entries down. We're entering new trades. We're feeling good. And one of the main reasons I'm feeling good is this line right here, which is our extreme resistance. So if we pull out a line to basically the most extreme resistance that we're currently seeing on our chart, we're seeing it round about there. And what's really interesting here is to draw in a channel of extreme resistance. I really love this, and thank you to the crew who was in my live stream earlier. I like to use this level as the top of the channel, and then I really like this pipeline as our extreme resistance pipeline level. I said I'm going to get a little bit more in depth, so thank you everybody for sticking with me. All right, then from here I like this level as the actual top of the channel, because we can see that this level has the most touch points, and it is the level from which we get the biggest dumps. Right, and then we can pull the channel all the way down and just try to find your major touch points. I think I like this level basically because of this wick. And we can even try find some confluence there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There we go. So now we can finally use this level, right? And actually it's looking like maybe we should use it as our median line. Very nice. I like that. All right. Getting a little bit finicky here. But what you could do, of course, is draw in our extreme support with a little bit of a channel at the bottom here. Most of you have seen, even on my Bitcoin dominance charts, etc., I always like to draw in my channels. Then I also like to draw in channels in the top half of my channels. I like to draw channels at the outside extremes of my channels. I really love channels, and I mean it's just beautiful to set your charts out like this. So basically if we draw in this beautiful channel, we can see our most major levels are of course our median line and our top line. This is where we get our biggest dumps from. The bottom line is where we get our biggest pumps from. We also have these extreme outliers of the support, and we have the extreme outliers of the resistance. If you want to take it one step further and give yourself more lines to trade from, if you are trading on the 4-hour time frame, go in and then draw basically just your top half to get your quarter lines. And I mean, right now we can see just how significant this is. We're literally sitting on that quarter median line right now, right? This is mathematics. Like most devs said, wiki, it's simple, it's mathematics. Draw in these lines or you will not know how significant, right? You won't know. You would have said, what is happening? Why are we stopping? Oh, we're coming down directly to the quarter median line support. And of course, it's not as significant right now, but if we go to visit that bottom half, we will then need that bottom quarter median support line. And as we can see, of course, also extremely significant as resistance broken. Beautiful support. Very nice. All right, so there we go. We've got some beautiful lines, right? I like it when the chart looks good. It's like we're struggling to break out from this 4-hour downward sloping trend. So please be very aware that Bitcoin is currently in a very strong downtrend. We are threatening right now to break that market structure. And please do go watch my Fibonacci video. That is where we talk about market structure. Maybe I should make a video on parallel channels. That's what I'm thinking. Let me just add it to my list here. Because you know what? It's essential. Absolutely essential. All right, who have we got here? Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you are here, smash the likes and also let me know that you're here in the chat. I want to know every single one of you. All right, I see what? We've got a decent amount across the platforms. Everybody who's here, drop me a message right now. Say what's up. Izandri, welcome. Let's go. No stress being late. Welcome. So lovely to have you. Always bring a smile to my face. Such a lovely human being. And let us know how the trading is going. And don't stress, you can always recap. It's been a relatively short stream. We're going to keep it quite snappy and short today. We're doing very well for time. All right, trading, XRP, EOS, Render, Ton, Virtual. Yo, you love your gnarly coins. The A16Z is like, that's degen, bro. That's degen. You are now, I christened you a degen. If you're trading Virtual, if you're trading A16Z right now, you're a degen. And honestly, I think that Virtual, these could be some of the best entries on Virtual. Virtual is like literally at its Elliott wave bottom. All right, cool. Let's go through every single one of the coins that you are currently trading. I'm adding it to my list of alts. And any alts that anybody's trading, drop them for me in the chat. Drop me your entries, drop me your stop loss. Let's go through, let's trade as a community, right? We're gonna look at my trades on XRP, EOS, Render, Ton. I'm in Virtual. It is one of my biggest bloody trades right now. I'm trying to decide where to add to it. I think I added a limit order lower down. I'm not in AI61Z because of how weird their coin market cap is. It doesn't link properly. There's no white paper. It doesn't link properly to their Twitter. Like something is very off with that coin. And I also see that Grayscale has unlisted it as one of their like coins that they were looking at investing in. They've removed it, and there must be some big reason why they've removed it. All right, as a complete beginner, I feel like a monkey in a class about rocket physics. No stress, Jonathan. It's lovely to have you, and I will be dropping, as I say, a whole playlist on extremely beginner tutorials. All right, but as you can see, it's awesome. Once you get into the complex stuff, it's just a world that you want to be in. All right, I took the shorts on the coins that hadn't really dumped. I've been short XRP for a couple of days. I think we test $2 again. Yeah, that's pretty much where my entry is. Very nice. Stock market broke down today, and I saw that Ton and EOS printing very D. Wow, bro, you're killing it. Okay, so Ton and EOS. I'm just taking note here. Those are bear divs. Love having you in my chat, brother. Thank you so much for being here. W's in the chat. Let's go. We got a Gen Z. So if those of you who don't know, W's in the chat means we got winners. We got winners on the way. So drop me a W in the chat. All right. So what I want to talk about here is obviously now we are coming down from this extreme kind of breakout resistance. We did not reach our final extreme level, which does mean that maybe we will continue, right? This little bit of an uptrend. And what's interesting here is that if we zoom in we are starting now to see that we could be breaking market structure. This is why I want the newbies to literally stay off the charts right now. This is manipulation, this is violence, this is not where you want to learn to trade, because you could be doing things right and still be getting wrecked, right? Your risk management right now needs to be absolutely epic. It's absolutely crazy. From the top down to the bottom of the channel, 17% in 4 days. That is not where you want to be trading, right? And then from the bottom of the channel to the top, what do we get? 19% in 3 days. It's just a no. Right? You can take this as a learning on demo for a way to learn how to trade in high volatility markets. Because right now that's what we're in. We're in a violent, manipulated, highly volatile market. That's why I feel for the newbies coming in right now. If you can make it through this time, you're gonna be a W. Let's go, W in the chat. All right, so what's bullish now? Thank you, Jared. Is that it looks to me like we are starting to threaten the turnaround of the 4-hour uptrend, which could essentially take us back up to all-time high. So we have to take note of this, because now on a very small scale, we can see that there are higher lows and higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. And now look at this. We are threatening. We are literally right now threatening the lower low, and then it will be lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and we'll just continue our much larger downtrend. The one little bit of bullish outlook here, like this is more like a 1 hour upward sloping channel, but we can see here a very, very nice strong channel that has started to occur. And we can see that if we hold up this channel, we really do need to just make a higher high above this level, this level, this level. We've got a lot of work to do. We would basically need to break out of this channel here. And really we can see just how hard the bulls have been trying. A lot of peeps were getting extremely bullish on the pro trading side, because of course this does look like bullish accumulation within this downward sloping parallel channel. Just like a lot of traders were getting extremely bullish over here, right? And especially over here, because they thought, you know what, we're accumulating the channel, we're going to break out and we're going to go up, just like technical analysis said we should. But no, we got smashed down, and the trend is your friend until the end, right? You have to trade this trend until it breaks. And this does look very nice. This does look like bullish accumulation for a nice breakout. But what we can see is the bulls and the bears got into an absolute headlock right here. A deadlock tug of war, and they couldn't make it. They couldn't make it. They've now taken a breather, and it actually looks like they're kind of failing below and putting in a lower low on this little bit of a 1 hour upward sloping market structure. And if we lose this low, it's straight back into this larger downtrend. All right, beautiful stuff. We're moving through. Oh, one nice thing to look at here on the charts when we start to zoom in is of course the CME gap. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, TA for the win. We can see how we have now beautifully filled the bottom of the CME gap. So for those of you who don't know how CME works, maybe I'll also do a little bit of a tutorial on that at some point. I just want to cover everything, right? I want my channel to be a university course in crypto trading. The CME gap is basically the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, which only trades Bitcoin during the week. And when the price makes a big movement over the weekend, it leaves gaps, and those gaps always get filled, right? They always get filled. It's got like a 90% fill rate on this chart. And we can see here a beautiful gap did occur. So many traders were looking at that gap to be filled for their long take profits, etc. And also for their entries. Right, I saw some traders saying today, I saw the moon and was saying, I mean it's the moon, but he was saying like massive bullish pump imminent. This is the shocking truth, all of that, because the CME gap has been filled, and basically he was seeing this as the only thing that really needed to happen before we can continue this little baby uptrend that we're in. And yes, right now we filled the CME gap, but it does look like we are going to dump below it. Let's see if the CME gap can be filled up. So basically you just take a rectangle and you pull it in the CME gap, and there it is. We can see that all of this time during this pump, we could have expected an impulse move down to the CME, and now it's really anybody's guess, right? We've got this nice order block low there, and yeah, what I like about that order block low, we were talking about it, is that it does actually coincide with this upward sloping support. So this does look like really a little bit of an order block if you are really looking to trade on these lower time frames like the 4 hour and the 1 hour. That does look like one little spot where Bitcoin might be able to find a little bit of a long move upwards, but please be ready to hit stop loss, use your risk management, etc. All right, we are 1 hour 21 minutes through. Let me speed it up a little bit. I've got a lot of notes here. All right, what I actually want to do now is, I hope everybody's following, and if you are new, I hope you've all been drawing in with me, right? Like I said in the beginning, you really learn by actually drawing in with us as we're going. And I see the core crew is sticking through. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm just going to clean up this chart super quickly. Oh, let me go back. I'll just clean it up manually. Yeah, and it looks pretty clear here, right? We're either going to come up to test this ultimate resistance for a breakout, or it's done right here, and we're just going to slip through these levels all the way back up to the ultimate support. And do you see what I'm seeing? The ultimate support of this channel looks like it is literally coinciding with that golden pocket long. That is a trade that I'm going to take live. I'm going to drop it. Right, that is looking like a beaut, and I really will take that trade, especially if we do get, where are my indicators? If we get the market cipher bullish divergence. Right, so this is the 4 hour. I will be looking for the bullish divergence on the 1 day, but it will also print on the 4 hour. So here we can see that 4 hour bullish divergence. I'm not going to go too deep into market cipher now. I know we got a lot of beginners. I am going to start up again with my consistent market cipher tutorials on these streams, but here we can see, I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful indicator. Here we see the last 4 hour bullish divergence with an absolute beautiful entry into that 19% move. Bitcoin advisors, Chris, let me know how the market cipher has been going for you. I know you're learning it really nicely. And what we can see is money flow is pointing up, VWAP crossed to the upside, absolutely awesome entry, lots of nice confluence, and we can also see, of course, it was the bottom of the channel. Then we did get the bearish divergence. Look at that, we got the bearish divergence, we got VWAP crossing down, we got money flow pointing down, and beautiful stuff. If you entered on the market cipher B bearish divergence, boom, you would currently be in from the top, 5% down. Absolutely awesome. And what we can see now is the charts are literally setting us up. Like, how did this wave trend fall so low? The charts are setting us up for this once again, right? Where we fall really low on wave trend, then we put in a higher low on wave trend while we put in a lower low on price. And I want to see the bullish divergence. Yo, my charts are getting messy. I want to see the bullish divergence all the way down at this low of the golden pocket and the extreme support. Momentum coming in, right? Lower lows on price. That will be an absolute, I mean, that could literally be the trade into the continuation of the bull market. Really cool. And let's just have a look on the daily how this is possibly setting up. I saw Bitman dropped some beautiful TA on the daily. And if you do want to drop your TA, anybody who's watching, it would be absolutely awesome. Basically, if you opened up the Discord, and then in my Discord, you come here to live stream charts. And this is where you drop your live stream charts so that we can go through them live as a crew. All right, so get the Discord link from my from my description. Join the Discord. Chris, Drop me your charts, bro. Let's go through all of your trades on your exact levels, etc. I want to see everybody's TA. And most of you know Tuffy, right? He's an OG. Is Tuffy with us? So very soon in my trading academy, I'm going to drop a poll. So please do vote in the poll when it comes. But I'm super impressed with Tuffy. And we're working on a partnership. We're working on a deal basically where he will be my trusted partner with his beautiful high win rate, with his 5 analysts who are on the chart at all times, to give us a signal group which will be attached to my group. Right? And the signal group is not to give you a fish so you can only eat for one night. The whole academy is so that we learn to trade, so that we learn to fish, so that we can feed our family forever. Right? But what's so nice about signals is if they come from a high win rate analyst, they can really teach you how to enter, how to exit, how to use risk management. And of course, they can help you build your portfolio so that you actually have a little bit more money to learn to trade with. So just let me know in the chat, do you think I should have a signals channel in my academy? And what's crazy is he has not hit stop loss in the last quarter. He's had so many trades and he has not hit one stop loss for, I think it's over 40 trades now, 40 different coins. Absolutely crazy. All right, so what I want to quickly do, I'm going a little bit faster now. Let's go. I want to go to the daily. I want to pull out this market cipher and let's just see what could be happening here. Market cipher trigger wave doing us just. Look at that. We have printed the red dot. So we do need 2 more consecutive candle closes to confirm this red dot that did print right here. But basically it's telling us that this could be a very nice swing movement from the upside to pull our wave trend down. And then basically what we need is another version of this bullish divergence. You see how we got lower price and we got higher wave trend. We did say market cipher, bullish divergence, boom. Very, very nice trade, 12%. And what we're seeing here is wave trend would need to come way down to create the low. And then we would go like this, boom, 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 once again. Right, we could get the crown structure, which sometimes happens. Let me try find one like this, where we get a low, we get a lower low, then we get the higher low bullish divergence. Right, but what I'm looking for, no matter how it happens, is basically lower wave trend, then higher wave trend with lower price. So some kind of a move like this. And to make such a low wave trend, we would need price to really dump. But what's important to note here is price needs to first dump to give us the low on wave trend. So like down to this level. Then what happens is price actually dumps further, but our wave trend comes higher. And this is really the play that I'm looking for. This is, if this happens, this will be one of the best trades we have seen on Bitcoin in a long time. This could take us back to all-time high. From 65K to 109K, this is a beautiful risk to reward ratio, right? Long trade from 66K all the way back up, all-time high. Stop loss below the value area low. Boom, we're looking at least a 1-to-5 risk to reward ratio. And I will enter that if we get incoming momentum, if we get bullish divergence. And really it has to happen on the 1 day, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15 minute. They all have to be showing these kinds of bulls. Right. Okay, definitely I'll do the CME. That's awesome. Let me drink something. I can hear my voice is going. So good to hear voice, makes me positive. Let's go. 6 months trading demo. Oh, you could not make me happier. In the beginner's session today, I was harping on about how most traders go straight into trading when actually you should go straight into learning. Right? Most traders trade, wreck themselves, then learn. When they've got no more funds, they trade on demo and they make more money so they can trade. You should first save your money, right? Buy DCA, little buys, trade on demo, then you paper trade, then you incrementally increase your risk as you learn to deal with panic and fear. So I'm so proud of you, Izandri. Let me know how many months you are through on your demo, on your 6-month demo back testing. And that's what it's called. You want to back test over at least 1,000 trades on every single trading strategy. So very proud of you, and let us know what your ROI percentage is looking like. It's really fun. Beautiful, Gabriel. All right, another letter. Let's go. It is a capital O. It is a capital O. So don't drop the full word, right? That is your golden ticket to the giveaway. Let's see how we're doing for those likes. All right, 30 more likes. 30 more likes. We can make it, y'all. Just share the stream as much as you can, and we will make it. Even if it's after the stream, when we hit 50, I will drop it. All right, I think the crew is into a signal group. Y'all are into a signal group. Awesome stuff. So I think what we're looking at is the first month will be free. I will just be dropping signals. And then obviously these are 5 analysts that are working for us. So we're gonna have to pay them. And then once you understand how the win rate is nice and high after the first month, maybe you'll want to pay. So I think the poll might be for how much you're willing to pay. But it's not gonna be cheap because these are professional analysts that we have to pay. But let me know in the chat, how much would you be willing to pay per month for round about a 70 to 100% win rate? Right now they're on 100%, but it can't always be like that. It can't always be 100% win rate, right? Okay, before we move, we have to move swiftly. I want to just talk about this previous crucial support. For quite a while we were talking about 92k as our crucial support, right? When we lost this level, it was devastation into capitulation mode, and then we did get the bulls picking it up from this hammer. But then what we saw was a retest of this 92k crucial support back into devastation, which has really just been a continuation of our downtrend. And that is obviously our next major level to break, is to retest that 92k as support before we can go to all-time high. But what I really want to show you is basically we have created a new level of crucial support that we can see right here. 92k is gone. Sorry for you, right? We've lost it. We've retested it to the downside. It's done. If we retest it again, we'll see what happens. But that support is over. It is now resistance. And now what we can see is hanging on for dear life is this kind of crucial support zone that we've created, these wicks and these bodies right here. If we lose this zone, it is done. All the way down to our golden pocket, right? Fixed range volume profile tells us super clearly here that if we lose this level, there is no more volume all the way down to the bottom of this golden pocket. This right here, as you can see, is now crucial support. Literally this little finger coming out here. That's where I would really place the crucial support. And if we retest this to the downside, that's where we will really get our move. And that could be it, right? First we fall below crucial support, then we retest crucial support, then we make a lower low. And that's where we get our bullish divergence, lower low, and boom. Higher momentum coming in as we hit the golden pocket. Shaibu, no stress. Thank you for joining. Better late than never. That's what we always say. And please do recap the stream. We've done a lot of important work. Lovely to have you. Next effects. Let's go. Lovely, bro. Have you been here the whole time? What's up? Let me know what we're trading. Let's have some fun. Let's do a DJ trade tonight. Oh, Jared, let's go. We're gonna watch it soon. Awesome stuff. All right, so let me quickly drop it again. Basically, we're doing a giveaway on this brand new video right here. So the best question asked on this video will win the USDT prize. And you better keep it hot because we're gonna be doing a poll for that. Okay, have a signal group. Awesome. Let's do it. Love those channels. Are you watching a little bit behind? Are you talking about the parallel channels? Or are you talking about the signal group? All right. There we go. we're gonna leave Bitcoin there. I think we've done, jeez, an hour and a half on Bitcoin. Yo, I don't know how these other guys do Bitcoin and altcoins in 30 minutes. Like, I guess you have to do it every day. So what I'm gonna try do, I keep saying, I'm gonna try do 30-minute streams every day. But let's move nice and quickly now. I want to actually look at Ethereum. And you know what, let's take a little bit of a breather. I did say I was gonna answer the RSI questions. So let's just have a look here. If we go to this relative strength index tutorial, and thank you so much everybody for dropping your questions. So much appreciated. I just want to quickly go through because, let's go forward again. Just want to quickly go through because yes, it was a competition and congratulations to the winners. So well deserved. But you know what? These questions were absolutely awesome. So let's quickly just get to the bottom of answering them. Could you give a target on EOS 1 hour bear div? Let's go, degenning it up. Where's my pen? Okay, so that sounds quite imminent. All right, so I'm just gonna take note here. EOS 1 hour bear. So have a look. Is the 15-minute giving you multiple bears? And are you in profits on the trade? And just drop me a screenshot into the Discord live charts. Into the Discord live charts. I know you're in my Discord. Right here, Mr. Bitcoin Advisors. Just drop me your screenshots of all your trades right here. All right, let's go. What is the primary difference between regular and hidden? And how do they impact trading decisions? Alright, so I did see a few people asking basically about regular and hidden bearish divergences, bullish divergences, and I'm basically just going to show you on the regular RSI. This does also really matter when you are looking at market cipher, but I'm going to keep it simple, and we're going to talk about hidden and regular. And basically the hidden divergences just take a little bit more thinking, and they're a little bit more risky, and they're a little bit more for the pro traders. And a very simple way of just basically defining these two different things. I don't want to confuse the crew too much. But basically, the most simple way to find a divergence is, of course, to look for a move into overbought, right? And as soon as you're in overbought, then you look for a high, and then you look for a lower high while you get a higher high on price. That is what we call a regular bearish divergence. And then what we see is that any divergence that then happens inside, like this is a great example of a hidden divergence, right? Because actually already you are in the momentum move from the RSI regular divergence all the way down to your next bullish divergence. So especially as beginners, you only want to be taking this bear, and then you want to take your major profits down at this bull and open your long at that bull. And then we see that between those two, we also got these two, what we call hidden bearish divergences. They only call them hidden because they're a lot more difficult to notice. Yes, this indicator actually shows us the divergences by printing them. But imagine this wasn't a printing indicator of divergences, right? We would really struggle to have picked up on that, and that's basically the only reason they call it a hidden divergence. But it is still a lower high in momentum while it is a higher high in price. See, lower high in momentum, higher high in price. The only basic difference is it's not from the ultimate high or the ultimate low. And basically these are not your major swing trades, but they are scalps, right? You can still scalp from the hidden divergences. And we can see here the best entry would have been at the regular divergence. This is actually seems like another tutorial, right? Very cool. A follow-on tutorial. And there we see the hidden divergence, which was basically the confirmation or a place to add to your trade. But if you were in from the regular one, you were all good. And then we get another hidden divergence. We can see these ones played out well. Very well. And then we see the bull also played out really well. All right, maybe I'll do a tutorial on that. Let me quickly note it because that's kind of a nice follow-on. hidden divs. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Yas group, let me know if you're watching. I know you were gonna watch. All right, what are the differences between RSI and stochastic? Okay, so this is one of the most important questions. I know I got a lot of people asking me this question. Super, super important. And I think this is definitely another tutorial, right? That tutorial was RSI. Another tutorial is stochastic RSI. And on a very, very simple level, I'm just going to keep it simple now because we are pushing through time. But your stochastic RSI is much more immediate and it runs up and down between your higher levels and your lower levels much more quickly. The algorithm is much more immediate, while RSI takes much longer momentum moves, right? We see here from RSI top to RSI bottom, we took all of this time, and during that time, the stochastic RSI made it many, many times from the top to the bottom. And the main beauty that comes in between these two different indicators is of course rhyming them. Chris knows this well, and basically if you try and find a place where your regular RSI is rhyming with your stochastic RSI, that's where you get your nice moves from. We can see here a nice reason to have been entertaining the long trade from there is of course also the rhyme from right there. Very, very nice. All right. Difference between stochastic, ranging markets. There we go. It is indeed the absolute best place to use RSI. I mean, ranging markets, trending markets, choppy markets, RSI is there for you. Avoid false signals with other indicators. So there we go. You answered your own question. You avoid false signals, Mr. Hassan, by using other indicators. How do you avoid false signals? So false signals will always come, not every signal is going to be perfect. We all know this as traders. And the only way you avoid false signals is by having extra layers of confluence. So you can see here it was giving us a signal. There are so many other things that were also giving us that signal, like the stochastic crossing over its slow moving average, retesting its slow moving average, coming to the downside. We also, of course, had things like MACD. I mean, of course, you can pull out other indicators like your market cipher. You can also use your Fibonacci retracements, etc., etc. All right, so there we go. Just try use as many other indicators for confluence to avoid false signals. That might also be another nice video. Common mistakes to avoid when using technical indicators. Yo, that's a big one. Husseini, how do regular and hidden? Okay, we went into that. All right, that's pretty cool. So some people do like to actually alter their RSI inputs. And what's really cool is you can take the RSI and you can put it on another time frame on the same price. But that is really quite pro. And there we go, very nice. So you can use it with your fundamental analysis. So there we go, like if you're in oversold in the RSI and you get bullish fundamental analysis, you might see an uptrend, right? All right, what a question. There we go. Hassan, that's a beautiful question. How can we set alerts? So some of you have seen me do this before. And basically it's quite simple. You just come to your RSI on TradingView. And I mean, we can actually set one right now on Bitcoin. So here on the daily, we want to know when we're going to enter our next long trade, where we're going to start looking for our long. And that is, of course, when Bitcoin is in this oversold zone. So what we can do is set an alert for when Bitcoin enters into this oversold zone. So all you do is you click on your RSI, then you right click, you come to add alert, and then you come to under condition, you come to the crossing. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't even know this indicator can set alerts for bullish divergences. So that's actually probably a stronger one. But what you can do is you can say crossing down and then you put in the value, right, which should be 30. So we put in that bottom line crossing the value of 30. And if you're on the same plan as me, you pull out your expiration. And here you can just say BTC oversold on daily, and this can start to open you up to, oh, maybe I want to add to my altcoin trades. Maybe the market is looking at a turnaround. Maybe I want to open a Bitcoin trade. And then you create it. And when you create an alert, make sure you always then come to your alerts and you check that it is here and it says active, right? Active. All right, I'm loving these questions. Really, really cool. Theoretical implications of using long-term. JTEX, nice question. So the theoretical implications of using the long-term are just, the more you zoom out, the higher your time frame, the better. Like the more consistent your readings are going to be. So if you come to say the weekly time frame and you look at your RSI, I mean, it's brutal. It is brutally accurate. Like, have a look at this bearish divergence, right? Let's see, where exactly was that bearish divergence? I mean, it's beautiful. Makes me want to cry with love for the RSI. Like, look at that. 25% down. Where was this one? Look at that. It is so accurate. 30% down. It basically called the last three corrections. So you get way less false signals basically the more you zoom out. And I mean, how is this weekly RSI just casually calling the bottom of the market? Loving these questions. Well done crew. Absolutely killing it. All right, smash those likes. We need to hit that 50. Come on, running out of time. I want to drop that giveaway while we're in the stream. Okay, let's go a bit faster. How do you false? Okay, we've spoken about that. What indicator did you add to your chart to get that bun? Oh my god, Blaze. Mostly crypto market doesn't respect the fair value gap. Alright, so that's actually a question for the fixed range volume profile. But it does. Potential trend reversals. Well, there we go. Bearish bullish divergences. How can hidden RSI divergence? Alright, we've spoken about it. How can hidden RSI divergence be used to confirm smart money concepts? So basically, if you come down to your smart money concept order block and you want to go long, look for also having a bullish divergence. Husseini's here, brother. I was just looking at your question. Where's Husseini's question? There we go, bro. Lovely. Alright, so we spoke about regular and hidden. And which complementary do I use? Basically, my main complementary indicators are Fibonacci, as well as straight up support and resistance. And then also find that the MACD is really nice for complementing your RSI divergences. Can RSI be used effectively in algorithmic and automated trading? Yeah, most algorithmic and automated traders do use RSI. Yeah. All right, we've done false signals. All right, so this is cool. Anybody who needs to translate my streams, right? It's a massive mission for me to add subtitles for any language. But what you can do is really amazing. So you first just go to the settings and you put subtitles English auto. Then you close the settings, then you go back to the subtitle settings and you choose auto translate and then pick your language. And it's amazing. It works. As Aikesh told us, it works absolutely beautifully. All right, we went through that. Beautiful stuff. We've covered the questions. Let's move. Thank you everybody for being here. Love it. And we're learning a lot. The first letter. So you can just go back basically to find the first letter, but I can't drop it again. The first letter is lost. in the atmosphere. Okay, right now I do believe we are on the 4th letter, and I'm just gonna take note of which letters I've dropped. But now I'm dropping the X, another capital X. Yes, yeah, that will work. Once the auto subtitles are generated, it might be available on the closed captions. No, I think it has to be on the auto-generated subtitles in English, and then it will convert it to any language. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So, Mr. Tuffy, were you here when we were speaking about the Signal Group? It was a unanimous yes. I am going to do a poll in the Academy about the fees, but it was a unanimous yes that the crew does want you to be our Signal partner. Let's go, let's go. Love it. Love for the RSI. Mr. Husseini. Oh, let's go. Love having my crew. Oh, no stress, bro. We had a big convo about it, and the crew is super keen. As am I. What is the time? Oh my gosh, we're moving through time. Okay, let's see if we can do it in the next 40 minutes. Let's finish up. I want to really have a look at Ethereum. It's just a few quick things I want to talk about on Ethereum. And first, I want to look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Because there we go, RSI, what are we seeing? Ethereum versus Bitcoin. We are seeing major oversold levels. So basically go back and have a listen. But we were talking about whether or not to have a Signal Group. And the crew said yes. And then I'm going to drop a poll with how much peeps can afford. But basically the crew said they would like a Signal Group to help them to learn how to enter and exit, and also help them to make some money on the side for their own trading. Alright, so what we're seeing here is making me even more bullish on the altcoin trades that we are opening and managing, because ETH against BTC, remember, is one of the charts that determines our Bitcoin or altcoin season. And it also really helps us to understand when it is time to move Bitcoin into Ethereum, when it is time to move focus into Ethereum. And right now we can see that, I mean, it's crazy. Everything has just been dumping on Ethereum. Ethereum is like either dying or it's going to give us the best opportunities that we've ever seen. And we can see something very similar happened right here. We got a beautiful bullish divergence. We pumped a little bit, and then we dumped way further to actually get our bottom on altcoins in Ethereum. I do believe something similar is happening now, where basically we got the bulls, we got pumps, and they were both invalidated all the way back down now into these oversold levels. And it looks like we need to take a dip. Let's put a nice little boom, horizontal back black swan level on Ethereum. And if history has anything to tell us, right, we can see that previously that has been the level which is the bottom for Ethereum against Bitcoin. We can also see what I have here is my fixed range volume profile on Ethereum against BTC, and that would also mean a move down to the value area low. And this is where I think we're going to get our beautiful altcoin trades in. Okay, I'm going to move a little bit fast here, but basically I just wanted to show you this mad downtrend, which could actually at some point turn around, right? And we could get these kinds of parabolic moves on altcoins against Bitcoin. Remember, ETH leads the altcoins. All right, from here I want to go to Ethereum on the daily time frame, and there's a couple things basically that I want to look at here very quickly. All right, the main one is this massive resistance that we're seeing. Well done, Tuffy, for your beautiful shorts. I know you've been nailing these order block shorts. Congratulations. And yeah, peeps, smash that like. Let's try get to 50, y'all. Let's try get to 50. I see the crew has been hopping off. No stress. I know peeps are tired. It's Friday night. But invite your friends, your aunties, your uncles. Share the stream as much as you can. Let's try hit that 50. And I'm just going to keep going, y'all. There's some more things I want to show you. I know some of us are tired, and no stress. If you want to hop off, you can always come back and catch up. All right, so what we can see here is this beautiful downward sloping channel of resistance, right? This is our extreme resistance on Ethereum. And for me, this is quite bullish. This is the actual Ethereum chart. I do not believe this can go down forever. I do personally believe that this is just setting us up for one of the biggest runs on Ethereum that we've seen. Of course, I'm not selling my Ethereum, right? I even added to my Ethereum trade. I'm not going to sell at a loss. Most of my Ethereum that I have bought at much lower DCA levels. So I am still in profit. What's crazy, so many people are so annoyed, right? They even bought Ethereum in previous cycles, and we are now below those buys from like the majority of the previous cycle. People are getting super annoyed, and that is part of the capitulation. The main Fibonacci that I'm looking at here is quite simple, from the previous bear market low all the way up to our current bear market high, and we can currently see that we are in the Fibonacci golden pocket right now for Ethereum. Absolutely awesome. So the two major things I want to talk about here, well, there's three really. We have this sniper line of heavily downward sloping resistance, which at some point will break. Then we also have currently our golden pocket, which if we're going to turn around here, it's a nice place to turn around, right? Remember, the 0.786 can still come down to 1,500 on ETH, a little fakey down. So be careful there. But if it's a turnaround point, it's looking like a nice turnaround point. Another thing to note here is you can see my green line that I have here. And basically I've placed it there because of this very strong local resistance that we were having here. That could act as very nice support. Because it was such strong resistance, the stronger the resistance flipped, the stronger the support. And it is a scene of the crime, because it is resistance flip that has not been retested. Right? We did test this little flip here, but we did not test this level. And the serial killer is coming back finally. Right? He took his time because the site was too hot. There were cops around. But now, all the way back here, he's coming back to the scene of his crime. Crazy, crazy stuff. All right. Okay, I also want to talk about here one more thing before we move, which is very important. So just keep in mind here the 0.786 level that we have here, the golden pocket. And then when we extrapolate history, so if we just take the same basic thing from history. I'm loving the Ethereum chart right now. It's like we could spend at least an hour just on this chart. If we take bottom to top on the previous cycle, we can see that it was the golden pocket. We can also see that it wasn't quick, right? We literally ate up the entire golden pocket. We even faked out below the 786, and then we bounced inside this golden pocket, making up momentum before we came into our bull market. And now we're seeing something kind of similar, and it shows us that we might be in for a lot more violence. Right? Just keep in mind, this was the golden pocket. Look how we actually accumulated with bullish momentum before breaking into a parabolic uptrend, and it was long. All right, we were in these bear market lows for a very long time. That was 539 days at the golden pocket level for the larger trend. Tuffy, let me know if I'm making sense. And everybody is with me right now. Drop me a message, stay alive, right? We got to keep each other awake here on a Friday night. Oh. All right, let me know if anyone has dropped their comment on the new video. Let me drop it again. The brand new video I've dropped, we're doing a giveaway. Let's keep it hot. Here it is. All right, let me drop it one more in the chat. One more time in the chat. One more time in the chat. So this video right here, drop me a comment, drop me your best question. And I absolutely loved going through the RSI questions. I think it's so helpful. Oh yeah. So what I was saying is we spent so long in the previous cycle inside the golden pocket accumulating for the parabolic move. And now we've basically just entered that same kind of a level. If we take market bottom to market top, just like we did previously, we can see that we've just entered this level. So what we could be looking at, I'm sorry to say, oh my gosh, imagine 589 days. So this could just be a crazy time, a crazy period for accumulating altcoins, but that's literally how long it took. In the previous market cycle, that's how long it took to accumulate with bullish momentum before finally breaking up. So I'm sorry to be the bearer of that news. I closed my scalp long. What's your POV? What was that? ADA. ADA, I'm setting lower limit entries because I'm super bullish on it. I want to build my position. My position is already one of my larger positions. So I'm being a little bit conservative about where I add to it. But I'm about to go into a bunch of news. And we're actually going to talk about ADA, TA in depth. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Drop the EOS on the ton. Perfect, perfect. We're going to get into it very shortly. I'm going to move fast now. Making sense. Let's go. Love to hear it from an OG. I'm actually driving to Rio, trading from the car. Rio de Janeiro. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome, bro. Making me jealous. Trading from the car. Yeah, long term, honestly, I think ADA is going to be one of our best trades. Honestly, for me, ADA $5 is like easy. Easy. XRP is going $14. I love my XRP and I love my ADA. Not financial advice. Okay, let's move away from ETH. And what I want to look at now, I think before we quickly hit some very important news on the altcoins, is just a few market charts, right? And the main chart I want you to actually look at right now when it comes to altcoins is the total 3. Very, very important. So total 3 is really coiling up with a beautiful, beautiful sniper line here, right? Total 3 is the total market cap of all altcoins, excluding BTC and Ethereum, which makes it super, super important. And yeah, we're just seeing basically the beloved sniper pattern, which just means, yes, there's blood. But eventually, this kind of blood is going to end in a beautiful move. We have seen this before. Okay, less crazy downward sloping. But actually, in my opinion, the more downward sloping this line is, the stronger that breakout is finally going to be. Because it's the more difficult line to trade. But remember that you just have to make sure that when we break out of this line, you actually do not enter your trade. Right? And someone let me know in the comments, when do you enter your trade? At this line, when do you enter your trade? We can clearly see here where we should have entered the trade, right? And it wasn't here. It wasn't here. It wasn't here. Definitely wasn't here. And it wasn't even here. Let's see if y'all are awake. Are y'all awake? I see the crew is getting tired. Alright, for the sake of time, I'm gonna move. But basically, you should, of course, enter your trade at the retest of the sniper line. So it's actually quite simple how to trade this line. Alright, you can see here that anybody who traded the resistance got absolutely wrecked, even when we moved slightly above it. Here, if you bought that resistance, you got wrecked. And anywhere that we break it, you actually just have to hold tight. You actually just have to hold tight until we test it to the upside with volume. Okay. All right, and then there's also a beautiful fib here. Let's actually take it from the bottom, the market bottom on total 3 up to the top. We can see how we have only just now tipped the golden pocket. Remember that we could come down to actually fill this golden pocket, and this is looking like exactly what's going to happen. Would love to even just leave that on my charts for the coming weeks. All right, is the crew here? Is the crew awake? Drop me a message if you're here. We ain't finishing up just yet. Okay, cool. We have done some work here, at least on. All right, so now I want to move, and I'm going to speed through this, right? Because we are running a little bit long, and I can see the crew is getting tired. But I just want to go through some pretty cool news, right? So here we see Gamestop, which some of you know is absolutely massive. And yeah, they're offering 1.3 billion in convertible notes with a 0% coupon. They're basically offering to get rid of people's debt. Absolutely awesome. And they have said here, I'll just give you a quick breakdown. We're not going to spend too long on this, but it's really pretty awesome because they said that they're offering this 1.3 billion so that they can buy Bitcoin. They want to buy 1.4 billion in Bitcoin. Really, really cool. Okay, and then Sonic. So one of my favorite coins, FTM, has rebranded as Sonic. They are super OG, and I just thought this was super interesting. They are thinking of unleashing an algorithmic stablecoin onto the world, and I just thought this was so funny. From the founder, pretty sure our team cracked algo stablecoins today, but previous cycle gave me so much PTSD, so not sure if we should implement. How crazy when we look back at the numbers, right? Most of us were here during the Terra crash. Some of us lost a little bit of money. Hopefully you were diversified like me, so it didn't matter. It was one of your 100 altcoin pots, whatever. But we always need to remember, right? $40 billion ecosystem, boom, like this, done overnight. Was it a scam? I think so, but no one really knows. And here we go. The dollar peg of the stable coin got lost all the way down to 30 cents, which caused the Luna coin to crash from $120 to 84 cents. That's 98% of a 40 billion ecosystem. That's tens of millions. What did they say here? Tens of billions of dollars lost in a matter of days. So FTM Sonic thinks they've nailed a stablecoin here, but they're pretty much asking their community, like the last stablecoin that had this yield. It makes sense that stablecoins should have this much yield because they're stable, they're algorithmic, they should be earning us money all the time through staking. And currently the highest yield you can get on a stablecoin is USDE, which is Athena's stablecoin, which basically just offers more of their own profits. You must understand that when you buy a stablecoin, they are making money off your staking if you staked it, and they only give you a little bit. And then USDE came in. Athena are legends, and I know Athena's going to do well. And they came in and they said, you know what, we're going to give more profits out of our staking than anyone has ever given. And they're currently the highest. I think it's around 14%. Now they're looking at a 200% APR. This means that massive, massive amounts of money will roll into this. And what's so crazy is actually Europe has banned any more algorithmic stablecoins. The European Union's Market and Crypto Assets Regulation Bill will prohibit the issuance of algorithmic stablecoins to avoid another collapse. So yeah, I don't know what you think about this, but for me, this is kind of bullish for Sonic, and I don't know if I believe in algorithmic stablecoins at all anymore. But let's go. I'll put something in for a 200% APR, right? It's one of our diversifications. Okay, so this we're going to look a little bit into because, yeah, this is an interesting one. Most of you know that I'm obsessed with Cardano. Cardano is by far my favorite coin of all time. Okay, so Bitcoin's obviously my favorite coin. If you're going to buy something, buy Bitcoin. Buy as much Bitcoin as you can over time. But once you have a Bitcoin or two, right? Once you have 5 Ethereum, you want to start diversifying into altcoins. Don't just buy altcoins before you buy BTC or Ethereum, because altcoins will crash way harder, right? Bitcoin will be a better store of value. I am going to drop a very fun short video this weekend on diamond hands, on the fundamentals behind Bitcoin, you know, how you should understand it, why you should understand it before you buy it, why you should be buying it, all of that stuff. But for me, Cardano is my top favorite altcoin, and then XRP, and very quickly becoming Solana, all right? But right now, it's just Cardano and then XRP. And I just want to have a look at this article because it's really, really cool, right? So Cardano is hovering around this 74 cents level on the charts. We're going to open up the chart now. And this is just quite interesting. So if we look at the long to short ratio, you can see I have the Bitcoin long to short ratio open. Application error. Let's just refresh it. So this is the Bitcoin long to short ratio, which is really interesting. Over the 24 hours, we can also see that people are way more longing now on the 24-hour chart, which is super, super interesting. Longs are 66 while shorts are 33. Like, you can't go on it, but it's interesting, right? It shows that the sentiment is becoming a little bit bullish. And here that we can see that the sentiment here, according to the ADA long to short ratio, is much higher than it has been in the last month. A lot of people are all of a sudden deciding to open their long positions, add to their long positions. And I think it's also my opinion, like, the longer Cardano stays low, the more I want to add, because for me it's just inevitable. $1, $2, eventually $3, $5, eventually $10, and it's like, when it hits even $3, we're all going to be like, oh, I bought at 74 cents. You know, I bought my first Cardano somewhere around, I think it was 3 cents. And now 74 cents is already like, what? Boom, 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 20x or something like that. And it's just absolutely lovely that we're still bullish. The ecosystem is only just kicking off. And if you missed the other streams where we're talking about how ADA is basically becoming the government standard in the US for academic credentialization. This is huge. Any Ivy League university will in the future use the Cardano blockchain for smart contracts for academic credentials. Absolutely banger. All right, another bullish sign is ADA is raising stablecoin market cap. So ADA has a stablecoin. For those of you who do not know, how cool is that? And we can see that they have now reached a $30 million market cap. So it's not yet a billion, it's not yet a mid to large cap, but this is a great start. This is a great start. I don't know what happened here. That's a little bit dodgy. But yeah, really, really cool. All right, and then there's these like technical outlooks. 50-day exponential, we'll have a look at 77 cents, 74 cents, 50-day EMA. Relative strength index around 49. If we break the 50, we could see more momentum to the upside. As you can see, it wants to break the 50. The RSI wants to break the 50 line. MACD also looks like it wants to finally cross over back into the upside. And then they drop this one little bit of like, keep it real, buy long term, right? Despite the bullish outlook, on-chain metrics and technical analysis, traders should be cautious as the sentiment age consumed metric shows a spike, indicating that ADA's dormant wallets are moving and could raise the selling pressure. So for me, it's like, okay, buy a little bit more. Honestly, I buy Cardano every single day. Most of you know I've been buying $1 of Cardano for the last more than 1,000 days. Pretty cool. And it is very high in profit, those DCA buys. So you got to keep those going. And then this is interesting. Basically, the age consumed. Do you see that spike? That means there's been a spike in dormant wallets moving the Cardano around. They could be moving it to cold wallets, but they could also be moving it to put it into other altcoins or sell it for USD, and they could be selling pressure. All right, so I just wanted to go through that, and maybe now is a good time to just quickly have a look at Cardano. And I don't know if we're going to get to all of our altcoins today. You can see this is one of my most analyzed coins, one of my absolute favorite coins in the world. And right now, it's just like super interesting. We can see now a move down below the parabolic curve, which for me is just more bullish, right? I want more blood. Give me as low as we can go so I can buy more Cardano, so that when we inevitably break that $1 level, I can be more in profits. And I did buy quite a lot here at 33 cents, and I did also buy quite a lot here at 25 cents. So my buys are really OG, really nice long DCA, and we can see how sideways is good, right? Do we see how whales were accumulating for so long on Cardano? Before what happened? Look at this, crazy. Cardano pumped 300%. That was sideways movement. We could literally say sideways from about here. It's 908 days to accumulate. And what the whales were doing in sideways action is basically they buy these bottom supports and then they sell, right? And they like accumulate their Cardano. And this was just a sign of future things that were coming. Boom. Really nice. And here again was that very chilled sideways action where the whales are accumulating. If you see this on a fundamentally good coin, it is a really good sign. And it looks like we might be entering into one of those kinds of regions again of sideways accumulation. And then we just have to make sure we're buying these bottom levels. So right now, for Cardano, I would literally put in a support line here. And then those would be my buys, basically down here between that 0.786. And yeah, we can see this golden pocket wick, crazy. In my opinion, it's a go to refill the bottom of that wick down at 50 cents. And that's going to be a major level for me to add there. Let me just see what exactly is going on in this Cardano trade. Just clean this up. Wow, so it looks like a possible death cross. First of all, about to occur here on Cardano. We can see the 50 is threatening to cross over the 200. That could be a sign of much more bearish stuff to come. And you can see very chilled, 2x trade, super chilled. We've got some nice realized P&L and copy trading. We're in a little bit of blood and we've got a nice position. I want this position to be around $100. So I'm still keeping it chilled, right? It's okay if we go to the moon on this, but basically I'm going to be buying consistently all of these kinds of drops. Tempted to add right now, to be very honest. 69 cents. Oh, super tempted to add. But what I've done here is I've just placed, as you can see, my next limit order to add liquidity to this trade. I have here at 65 cents because that is basically the next major extreme support that I see. And yeah, for me, very likely we will sweep that level. And then my next entry will be there. My next entry will be there. I will not stop adding to this position, but I'm not going to add too much too quickly, right? If there's anything that we've realized in this altcoin bear market that we're in, is that patience pays off. All right, how's everybody doing? We're not going to go for too much longer, so bear with me. All right, full password. Full password will be at the 50 likes. I really want to hit it. We were so close in our last stream. So let's go. Let me drop you the next digit, but I will only drop the final 2 in the Trading Academy when we hit 50 likes. So just share the stream as much as you can, right? I know y'all have power. I've seen it. I've seen it in the voting polls. All right, so the next one is now A. It's a number, and the next one is a 7. One of your favorite coins. All right, so what is your favorite coin? Tuffy, what is your favorite coin? All right, I'm gonna keep it simple right there. I'm very tempted to add to Cardano right now. But yeah, we're also threatening this pretty bearish death cross. So we're gonna leave that for now. And let's move. Let me know which altcoins you wanna do. I know we got Chris looking at EOS and TON. I just wanna quickly look at something on Sol. Sol for me is one of the altcoins right now to really keep your eyes on, because it's one of the coins that has been named to be in the strategic reserve, like the actual US strategic altcoin reserve. All right, so what I was looking at here is quite interesting, and I actually saw this in a couple of, I don't know, setup groups, like TA groups, which is quite interesting. So yes, we've got this golden pocket lower down, which is the reason I'm not really pulling the trigger on adding to my Sol trade yet. But what we need to look at here is this horizontal level of support and resistance that just might flip. Right, and here we can see we failed below it again. But just note, all of these major wicks below this level tells us that's our crucial support and resistance flip. And a lot of the traders in these TA groups were saying, if we can really claim this level with volume to the upside, we can start our uptrend again. And look at that, devastation on Solana right now. Absolutely nuts. Oh, absolutely nuts. And you can see right here, I'm not doing anything on Solana now. Nothing, because we're literally in a no trading zone. We're gonna wait for this level, and that might very well coincide with that golden pocket. All right, let's just quickly see where we placed our next addition to our Sol trade. But I'm guessing it is right here, all the way down at 85. We're all the way up now at 129. But really for me, a golden pocket would be a nice place to enter or to add. And once again, we're just keeping it very small, low leverage, small position. And there's the death cross. There's the death cross, and we have not retested. So that could be a little bit bullish. We could still come up to retest this line, maybe even put in a golden cross. But, oh, it looks like I've actually put in an entry here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move that entry down. And I'm gonna move it down to our golden pocket. And the main reason I'm doing this is, we'll continue going through the news now, but April 2nd is looking like something really bad is going to happen to the global markets. You can also see like market structure here is not looking good on Solana, but basically I'm eyeing this Fibonacci retracement all the way from the bottom to the top, which is our golden pocket right here. And then I'm gonna eye the middle of the golden pocket. So I'm literally just gonna set it at 86. I'm not sure why I wanted to add right there. Maybe I was feeling a bit more bullish. Pretty cool how we did break the sniper line. But have a look how far that retest, how far down that retest would be. That is just gnarly. So what I'm gonna do, so I'm actually gonna bring our next entry very far down to 86. Let's check what we're risking at the stop. $26. Stop is looking a little bit dangerous, so I'm just gonna pull it. I mean, technically our stop should be here, but then we're risking way too much. Bybit doesn't even want us to risk that much. All right, that's looking better. So that we don't sell at a loss, we add to our trade. Okay, from here I just want to look at XRP because it's also one of the 3 that were named by Trump. So I think it's very important to be in an XRP trade, to make sure that we keep our eyes on XRP. And yeah, it's one of the altcoins that has really held up the best. I want to see if there's one particular chart I'm using. All good. Let's use the Bybit chart. Okay, I want to know who are the OGs that are still with me. I know it's late on a Friday night. We're almost done. But let me know in the chat if you're still with me. Okay, so Cardano, golden pocket. XRP Golden Pocket is really what I'm looking at to increase my trade. I'm going to try be a little bit more patient with this one. Wow, what am I seeing? Wow. Will XRP actually come down to its major golden pocket at $1.5? I guess nothing's impossible, right? XRP is just doing so well. So that's why I have clustered the Fibonacci's from these other levels. You can see we've also got a nice golden pocket here, which gave us that massive wick there. And what I want to do is just clean this up so we can get a better look at it. Let me know your thoughts on XRP. Jess is still here. Awesome stuff. We're almost done. Ike is still here. BTC Advice is in the building. Thank you, crew, for spending your Friday night with me. It means so much. 4-hour car ride. Let me know how much longer is in your car ride till you get to Rio de Janeiro. So jealous. Somewhere I really want to go. And I'm thinking of going to Brazil in October for Tomorrowland, sponsored by Bybit. Okay, you're looking at a $2. So you can see my next entry is sitting here at $2, so I'm with you. Simply because that is this major crucial support. We can see that if you've longed $2 on XRP any time in the previous range, you've done well. It also looks like we're getting a really nice squeeze. Really nice squeeze. This is again one of those opportunities for a crazy channel outside the channel. Nuts. Okay, let's see how our trade is doing. Is anybody in an XRP trade? Okay, we are doing pretty well. Really nice realized P&L when it comes to copy trading because we're keeping it small. And we've also got really nice profits, currently at 143% up from our entry. We do have a small position, so I want to add to my position. But of course, when I add to my position here in profit, it will actually bring up my trade. So I'm with you, Mr. Chris, Mr. BTC Advisors. You can see that my next limit entry to add to my trade is here at 1.97, basically down at the bottom of this crucial liquidity zone. For a nice move up, but also just understanding that we could lose this zone, right? We could easily lose that zone. It does look like our longer EMA is moving up for some nice support there. That could be a nice move. You can see I've got this median line of this larger channel also somewhere there. And all good. If we lose this line, basically, if we add to our trade, somewhere there, our position entry will come up to somewhere around 1.6. And then if we come back down, we'll be able to enter somewhere at break even. Maybe we'll even be able to enter at a loss. But for me, this is looking like quite a bullish structure. So if I just clean this up on this chart, I'm just going to spend one more minute on this because XRP, really it should be one of our main three that we're looking at, right? ADA, XRP, and Solana were the three that were named. Those are the ones that are really going to move in the next market. And yes, it's a psychological number. Very smart. Be there in 1 hour. Nice. Just came from an island called Isabella. Oh, I love it that you're missioning, bro. And I can't believe you're still trading. Not even taking time off to touch grass. Like trading while you're adventuring. Are you surfing? Yeah, the psychological numbers are always important. One of the main reasons that I am putting my entry there just below the $2, because we can see these wicks that have been coming in below $2. And yeah, basically what I'm seeing here is a beautiful bull flag. Beautiful, beautiful bull flag. Some nice support at the bottom, and actually looking for an eventual breakout out of that bull flag. If we look at this bull flag target, it is really, really gnarly. A lot of people, according to market cap, are calling for a $14 XRP. But let's just look at this bull flag target quickly. There we go. Almost a $5 XRP. So I'm okay to add above my entry a little bit. This could be a death cross. We could be coming back into blood, but we have been realizing in profits, so that if we come into blood, we can add those realized profits back into the trade and rinse and repeat. All right, cool. How many minutes we got left? We've been going for 2.5 hours already. Oh my gosh. Almost midnight. Where are you? I thought you were in Western Africa. No, we won't be going for more than another 30 minutes. I actually wanted to hop off right now at my 10 p.m. But I think there's just some very simple things I want to look at. We're going to speed through a few more altcoins. I want to quickly look at SUI. Let me know if anybody's trading SUI. I'm also going to quickly look at Chris's trades on EOS and TON. And then I want to look at the April unlocks, which I think are very important. But this was super interesting what SUI did. Right, so SUI is not going anywhere. I'm pretty bullish on this asset long term. East Africa. Oh, so you're on East African time, which is different to West African time. I get you. I didn't know that East Africa was actually ahead of South Africa. Crazy. 2 hours ahead. Crazy, brother. Guess who's here? Mr. McCall. Thank you for hopping on. Lovely to see you, my bro. Please smash that like for us. Share the stream. And yeah, please be sure to check out my latest video and drop a question there. We will be doing a giveaway for the best question on this video. Yeah, I thought I saw you catch that BTC short. That is crazy, bro. Did you drop it in the community? I thought I saw you. Yo, so look at this. It looks like SUI has broken its sniper line and imminently coming down to see, is this a fake out? Is this just another fake out for SUI? Or is this actually a change of market structure and time for SUI to turn around? I'm so glad I've been so patient on this coin. I didn't want to enter because I just thought even here is overpumped. Even here, all this, I just felt overpumped. And I'm so glad I was patient with this all the way down this line. And it actually looks like now what's happening with our golden pocket. It's kind of what you want to see from a golden pocket. Nice move. But if anything, I think I'm going to wait for my entry all the way down here at 1.5. It is golden pocket. We could go up from here, but I'm willing to miss out on that. I'm willing to be patient and miss out on it. Let's just see. Don't think I'm in the trade yet. So I've got my limit here set. For 1.5. 1.5. Let's go. SUI at 1.5. Okay. So I'm gonna look at EOS and TON. Yeah, drop it in the Discord, brother. Drop it in our Discord live stream charts. Chris, I thought you dropped your live stream charts. I don't see them, bro. Mr. Chris, Mr. Bitcoin Advisors, I ain't seeing your live stream charts, brother. Oh, I am. I'm also seeing Tuffy's bags. Okay, crazy. 88 bag, $103,000. Let's go, bro. 88 whale. Let's go, dude. I'm so impressed. Do you have 103,088, bro? Let's go. We are gonna be millionaires in dollars on 88 together. Oh my gosh, Chris. Everybody have a look where Chris is. Oh, my camera's not having it. On the islands. Chris, you legend. Soon, bro. Soon I'm going to be joining you for one of those trips. Let me know if you want to go to Brazil in October. Oh, Gabe, NextFX, I see your question. Best confidence for FRVP. Love it. I already know my answer for that, and it would be market cipher, it would be bullish and bearish divergences. Okay, let's go. Still on ADA. Dang, that was a nice short. Oh, and now you've longed it. Wow, very nice. No stop loss. Crazy, bro. All right. Oh, no stop loss hit. Love it. Okay, there's your nice stop loss there. I'm guessing you've used the fixed range volume profile there. This long could be it. I doubt we'll see that 39 stop loss, so that's cool. I love where you shorted. That's looking good, bro. It's looking really, really good. Okay, what is this? Ton. Wait, is this very small? Let me make this big for everybody. Is that fixed range volume? Is that value area low, value area high? Beautiful. Shorted value area high, beautiful. We'll look at ton. This should be EOS. Sure. Alright, that looks a little bit scary. What was your entry signal for EOS again? Just remind me what your entry signal for EOS was. Alright, let's quickly look at EOS, then we'll look at TON. And just let me know, like, why EOS? I know the EOS crew. I've actually met the founder, and I do think it's going to see its bull run. But you shorted it, right? You're in a short. Yeah, the short, just be careful. Be careful with the short, because in general we can see a parabolic curve, right? We can actually see that a smile curve kind of a situation is happening here. And yeah, this coin is gnarly. Be very, very careful with that short. I hope it's a scalp. But basically, I think EOS is going to do a parabolic run at some point. And I'm actually building the long. But I know you're scalping, and I'm building these really long-term trades. All right, no position currently on EOS. It's looking interesting. I would say, all right, I'm guessing you're going on a smaller time frame here. Okay, I see how the short makes sense here on the 4 hour. If you are shorting this kind of extreme resistance, does make sense. Interesting. Just trying to find my line. It's like not making sense. Just be careful with this. Something about this chart is not making sense. There we go. That looks like the extreme resistance that has been broken. And there we go. You could be looking at a nice move down here to retest, because there was no retest. So I would say it's an interesting one. And of course you can pull out your fixed range right here. Just try to incorporate as much as you can. But just beware here, Mr. Chris. Just be very, very careful that you're currently at the POC, right? So trading from this level is a little bit dodgy, because it's pretty much 50-50 where you're gonna go. Like, I don't know, some say that if you're coming from the top, then the POC should send you down all the way to the bottom. But personally, I don't want to enter trades at the POC, right? You should be entering your short at the top, and you should be entering your long at the bottom. So just be very careful with this current trade. It very likely could play out, but if you get some profits, put your stop to break even, take some profits. There. Exactly. Alright, so you don't actually have to go to the giveaway section. You just have to scan the QR code when I do drop it. I'm really hoping we will still hit that. We're a little bit far away. But let's go. If we even hit somewhere close to the 50 after the stream, I'll drop the giveaway code inside the Trading Academy. And I'll drop the last letter for the stream shortly, and then the last 2 letters if we hit the 50. But I know y'all can do it. I know y'all can share this stream to get 50 likes. I've seen the power that you have. Alright, so let's quickly look at TON. And then I'm going to look at these unlocks that are happening in April that we have to keep our eyes on. And then we're going to wrap it up. Okay, so TON is an interesting one right now. Sheesh. That's crazy. Check out faked out below the golden pocket, below the 786, and then swip straight back up to the 786. Yeah, so this coin is obviously moving a lot on what's happening in the fundamentals with Pavel. You know, it pumped when he got released. So it has been consistently dumping on his court case. And then we got this beautiful pump from support when he got released from France. You can see this very nice channel. Consistent downtrend. He gets released from France. The median line pumps us up and we break market structure, literally. Pretty cool, pretty crazy. I mean, it's really interesting to think that TON is actually, wow, it was 70% down from all-time high. It is now 53% down from all-time high. I'm still super bullish on this coin. You know, Telegram's not going anywhere, which means TON is not going anywhere. And yeah, crazy M-shaped structure here. Very, very cool. Very nice kind of double top. If we look at this like a double top, I think there's actually a double top pattern. Well, there should be. I wish there was. Anyway, if you draw in a double top, basically you draw it in from your horizontal neckline. And then I'm just going to do it very quickly, but basically you draw in your double top, boom, and then you take your price target from the neckline to the tops, and then you take them down from the neckline down, and we can see that that price target really wanted to get hit. Then it was his release that caused a little front run. So just be careful. We might literally see a test of that neckline and then literally a move down to the price target of this massive double top. But this could be it. There has been a nice break of market structure here for TON. And I'm guessing you're back on the 1 hour time frame. I know you like those small time frames, Chris. So I'm going to zoom in shortly. I'm just keeping it a little bit zoomed out for now. I don't think I added to my TON trade, which kind of hurts. But yeah, these bearish divergences on the 4 hour have just been getting invalidated. Pretty crazy. It's kind of wild west for TON right now. And it looks like, I mean, there was a little retest here, but what actually looks like wants to happen now is this. That kind of a proper large swing retest of that massive resistance now flipped into support. And it's just a matter of, do we hold that or come lower? Very, very cool. So if you're in the short, that's quite nice. And yeah, crazy fixed range volume profile here. I mean, this is just such a beautiful indicator. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Crazy stuff. Such a nice entry on the 1 hour. Okay, I see your TON 1 hour bear. Super nice entry. I also see the bull from the POC. Pretty cool. Little hidden bull over here. Nice bulls down here. Looks like the 1 hour chart on TON is kind of behaving. And if you're in the short on TON, I mean, this is good. This is really nice. If you're in the short from the top of the value area high, sorry, from the start of the value area high, if you look at where your stop should be, it's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Not a very good risk to reward ratio. So I hope you'll take profits at the POC. Yeah, I would actually just like put my stop quite low and just rather use it as a bit of a scalp. And just make sure you take profits. Because this does look to me like we're starting an uptrend. And there could be a low basically anywhere. There hasn't really been a low. So you could see something like this still with an uptrend. It's looking like a nice trade if you are short. If you are short on ton. Nice trade, brother. That is looking good, man. Nice bear on the 1 hour. And there was one on EOS. Okay, that's why you entered. Interesting. Just beware that it is at that POC. So take the hidden bear if it is there. But just be very careful because it is POC. Not as juicy as this one. Let me quickly check out where my next entry is on ton. This music is crazy. It's crazy. Did I not get the limit entry? No, I placed the limit entry after that beautiful move. So it looks like I may have missed my opportunity to add to ton there. Maybe I should add a little bit now. Now we are at that value area high. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my limit, I think, a little bit higher here at the value area low at $3. Yeah, right at the bottom of that wick. Boom, right there. Very nice. And this is looking good for the future. Okay, so there were a few more little news things that I wanted to look at, but all good, all good. Let's move. I know the crew is tired. This is just some interesting info. So check it out. The Bitcoin supply on exchanges drops to an 8-year low. Think about it. Think about what that means. And check it out. Google it. But yeah, it should make sense to you, right? If you think about it. It can be an early indicator for pumps because people are moving their Bitcoin off exchanges into cold storage. It's very interesting. All right, and here we go. Ripple making changes in Africa. This is why Ripple has been doing so crazy well. Look at XRP, 9.6% up over the last 90 days. While we have the vast majority of top altcoins in the blood over the last 90 days. Crazy. And Avalanche looks like things are going to come through. Grayscale files for spot Avalanche ETF. That does mean, of course, Avalanche ain't going nowhere, baby. I do believe we're still in the Avalanche trade. Avalanche is in huge blood on this altcoin season index. Where did I see it? All the way down here. 41% down. And now Grayscale has applied for this ETF. So you can see where my limit is. I'm going to add to my Avalanche trade. I'm going to take it so-so. We're still got a tiny position. And this is how we do it. We be very patient and we build our positions. I'm going to add to my Avalanche. Only down at $12. We're still up at $19. But this does look bullish. All right. And then this is one of the major things I just want to quickly talk about is April 2nd. All right. Liberation Day. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Quite a few massive Americans in politics have been saying that, you know, over the last history in general, the United States has been bullied or taken advantage of. And yeah, pretty intense. But basically they're going to take back so much of what they have given to the rest of the world. I'm not going to go into this too much right now. But basically quite a few larger market analysts are calling for kind of a black swan. They used a different name here. They called it a double down. Right? They called it a double down event. And what they mean by double down is an opportunity to double down on your stocks. So to like double your position. So here we go. On rare occasions, our expert team of analysts issues a double down stock recommendation. How crazy. So here they've said Nvidia. The last time they told you to double down, if you invested 1,000 in 2009, the last time they gave the double down warning in Nvidia, you would now have $295,000 from $1,000. They're basically saying like this April 2nd release of mass tariffs could be the black swan which puts in the global market bottom. Apple in 2008, the last time there was a double down warning, $1,000 is now $42,000. Look at this, Netflix, 2004 double down event. If you invested $1,000, $523,000 now. Crazy. So they're saying things are going to get super bearish, but this could be one of the best opportunities we have had in a long time. And then there's a lot about the auto tariffs, so just read up on it. But basically, before we end off, I just want to make everyone take a note of these dates, take a screenshot, do what you need to do. But very important to just keep in mind that these are going to have unlocks. Trump, whatever, forget about it. Buy a little bit if you need to, if you really need to. But honestly, the Trump coin, I wouldn't worry about it. There's an unlock happening. It's going to cause volatility. Maybe there'll be a pump, whatever. But these are the main ones I want you to look at, right? SUI, 1st of April. Solana, 7 April. So they're a lot smaller. Like the Trump unlock is 20% of the market cap, which is like kind of silly. Like it's a little bit silly what they're doing there. Like normal unlocks are more like 1%. Here we see Aptos almost 2%. Axie's releasing 6%. Crazy. Athena's releasing almost 2%. There we go. Arbitrum's releasing 2% on 16th of April. So these are very historic moments in the what we call the roadmaps of these coins. And we've spoken about unlocks before. What unlocks can do is cause definitely volatility. These coins are gonna get volatile. So if you are scalping them, be very careful on those dates. If your stop losses are too close, give them some more buffer. If you're overexposed, close your trades, etc. for those dates. But the most important thing here is that if you are bullish on these coins long term, you can get nice low entries in the volatility that comes with an unlock, because an unlock means that coins are going to be entering the market to be able to be sold for the first time. So if you bought the ICO or IDO, the initial coin offering or the initial DEX offering of SUI, Solana, Aptos, Athena, Arbitrum, this may be one of your first opportunities to sell a certain amount of your tokens. And people might take profits. People might take profits and then buy back on the dip. They might literally sell on the unlock, and then as it drops on the selling pressure, they might literally buy back the same tokens. And the way I'm going to look at this is take note of these dates, and then on those dates, I'm going to watch the charts. And the main thing is to just make sure that you set your limit entries nice and low. If you are in these trades, you manage your positions with limit entries nice and low. All right, 1 hour red dot on Market Cypher. Was that on Ton? Interesting. Well, Ton had the bear div, which is super cool. I love it, bro. Using trigger waves, using Market Cypher, you're killing it. Did you see my targets? Let me have a look. Okay, yeah, nice target. Risk to reward ratio on EOS is looking a little bit scary, but if it's a red dot, go for it. Bang it. And target here on Ton is looking cool. It's looking cool, man. You're scalping. Scalping. Beautiful stuff. Alright, so I can only post the full password when we hit 50. We're still really lacking on likes, but all good. If we can at least get somewhere towards the 50 in the next day or so, I will drop the full password and the QR code in the academy. And yeah, maybe I'll just do something for the crew who's been here the whole time. But the main reason you should be here is, of course, for the learning, right? So I will drop the third last, which is a number 6. And then you know what? If y'all can even just get me up to what? Like it's really low, right? The likes are really low. So if we can even just get towards 40 likes, I will drop the full code and do the giveaway. But y'all have to help me too. Share the stream. And then please do enter the giveaway for the full 3 hours. There we go. So that's why we use a password, so that the giveaway only goes to those who are here. But that's why we have a likes goal, y'all, so you can help me share the stream. And yeah, very likely I will give something to those who have been here the whole time, but y'all gotta help me too. Gotta share the stream, y'all. Okay, so one last time I'm gonna drop here, very important, drop your best question onto this video, share the video for me, smash the likes. That is my latest tutorial. Keep your eyes out for my next short, also coming out on diamond hands. But it's been real, y'all. My voice is almost gone. And yeah, it's Friday night, which is probably why we're a little bit low. But all good, all good. And of course, most of you know you have to be under my link to claim the giveaways. So for those of you who aren't under yet, I will quickly drop my sign up link in the chat. Any of my future giveaways, you have to be under the sign up link. And of course, the giveaways happen right here in my trading academy. So you know what? I know I have newcomers to my stream here right now. So what I will do is I will keep the giveaway with the password, right? But what I'll do just for y'all who are here, and it's your first time and you've been here for 3 hours, I feel you. All right, so just hang on. I'm gonna do you a giveaway right now. Just hang on. Give me 1 second to do one nice giveaway for you. Drop me one more message in the chat. Let me know who's still here. Who's been here for 3 hours like me? Who's been here for 3 hours like me? Putting in the work. Gabriel, lovely. I see you, bro. I see you, bro. So you've got accounts under my link, right? Because that's what you need. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. If you still need an account under my link, just take 1 minute to quickly open a new account with a new email address. Claim the giveaway, then you have 24 hours to KYC. But let's go. It's going to be fastest fingers first, so I'm going to do it for 2. I'm going to do it for 2 people of those of you who have been here the whole time, because I do appreciate you. And then please, please help me share the stream to get that 50 likes. And then I'll do a bigger giveaway. Jonathan, beautiful stuff, brother. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Just gotta wait for Google Authenticator to reset. 2FA for the win. Okay, boom. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this? I'm gonna bring it up right now, right now. I know we low for likes. I know it's a Friday night. So just because y'all are my OGs. Let's go. Let's see who's the fastest fingers. Just trying to think, give me 1 second. All right. I think, should I drop it in the academy or should I drop it straight into the live stream video. All right, let's see who's fastest fingers. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop it in the academy, right? So on your phone you can get it, and I'm also gonna show it on the screen, but I'm only gonna drop the password here in this chat. How's that? I think that makes sense. So it's a different password to the other one for 50 likes. Excitement's killing me. We're almost there, bro. Okay, so let's go. I've got you. Okay, cool. I think we're winning. So what I'm gonna do is, boom, I just dropped it in the academy. And now what I'm gonna do is bring the academy here so y'all can all scan the QR code, right? But then I'm only gonna drop the password into this chat. I'm still learning how best to do these giveaways, but there we go. You should be able to see that, right? It's like the image is opening on my other screen. But anyway, everyone should be in the Trading Academy. So go into the Trading Academy, scan the code, scan the QR code. Oh, I know what I can do. Make it easier for y'all. Here we go. There we go. All right, that should be nice and big. Okay, and here comes the password. So fastest fingers first, y'all. Boom. There is the password. So let's see who gets it, and this is just for y'all for being here. We'll do another giveaway and a bigger giveaway if we hit 50. So try and help me. I really think that the likes are a bit low. We should be smashing way higher likes. But it's all good. Maybe we'll try a different day, right? Maybe Friday night is for partying. But let me know who claimed. Reaper, good to see you, my brother. So long, it's been so long. How are you doing, my G? Thank you for hopping on. Alright, let me check who's claimed. I love to watch who claims. What? No one claimed. No one claimed yet. Well, there we go. One person claimed. With an N. With an N. N and then ending in 7. Who's N? Who's mystery N? Who's claimed? Jonathan, are you logged into the account under my link? Are you logged into the account under my link? I see 1 has been claimed. There we go, 2 have been claimed. Husseini has claimed it. Still in hospital. Oh my gosh. My thoughts are with you. My thoughts are with you, brother. Huge, huge love, my G. Hoping you'll be better soon. Alright, let me know who is N. I see Husseini, the ultimate nerd, has claimed the other one. You sweep up in these giveaways. You absolutely sweep up in these giveaways. Well done, brother. Well done, brother. Alright, thank you everybody for being here. It's so hard to leave my crew. I love being here on a Friday night with my crew. But you know what? We have to get some sleep. We have to touch grass over the weekend. So thank you so much everybody for being here. It has been absolutely awesome. Please remember to enter the giveaway. Yeah, let's go. Aishat, so proud of you. Well done, well done. Well done for claiming it. Very proud. So please remember to enter the giveaway for the best question on my fixed range volume profile tutorial. Oh, all good, Gabriel. There will be many more. And I hope you're entering this one, right? Fixed range volume profile tutorial. I'll drop the link one more time. Best question. Best question right there. And don't stress, there will be many, many more. I hope you did learn something in the stream. That is the major, major takeaway. And thank you so much for the love, crew. Please remember my advice. Always play from a position of power and strength. Use your stop loss and do not get wrecked. So much love and respect to this crew. I will catch you in the community. Please touch some grass. Goodbye.